Howdy, y'all. Welcome to East Texas University Grave Circumstances. I am your dean. This is the Untold Stories Project channel, and this scenario is my love letter to gaming. This is the penultimate episode, so we are going to get to the game ASAP. And a quick note: we are going to be off next week, and we will be back on Tuesday, December 22nd, with the finale. This game comes with a content warning. Scenes may include explicit language, violence, gore, sex, body horror, and other potentially sensitive or triggering content. Use the chat command !CW to see our full warning. We would like to thank Pinnacle Entertainment Group and 12 to Midnight for making the game Savage Worlds, designing this killer setting, and providing lots of the art we'll use tonight. Let's get to it. Previously on East Texas University. Wow, I got to get that right. Previously on East Texas University Grave Circumstances. The study group's investigation of the campus witches continues. At Professor Cutter's suggestion, the group researches Naomi Taylor's family. Her grandmother Vivian Claremont, is a founder of the ETU chapter of Delta Omega and her closest living relative. Naomi's sister and mother passed away in quick succession several years ago, the former while away at Boston College and the latter here in Pine Box. Her brother Ezekiel became a vampire and was killed by the group in episode 2. Naomi also appears to be the source of the Halloween ritual, which went awry and turned dozens of football players across campus into scarecrow monsters. Now, just a quick note. While preparing for this adventure, the dates did not line up like I wanted, so we may be playing fast and loose with the lunar calendar. And I will let you make of that what you will, and start with an add-on scene from the last episode. At the end of the last episode, there was the fight at the Halloween party, and Sabrina was injured. So Sabrina and Derek both make their way back to the Whitehall dorm. Sabrina, you've got some blood on the back of your head from where you slammed it into the wall. And the two of you, Derek, you can help her back to Sabrina's room.
Yeah, I can do that. I've got my edible cookies to take back to Anna, too.
Is there another kind?
Well, my cookie edibles. Sorry. Put the horse in front of the cart in that one.
Yes, you did. I really didn't think I got my bell rung that bad.
Yeah, I believe you have a concussion. I'm not a doctor or anything, but
I really hope not.
I think your brain may have slid back and cracked into your skull pretty good.
Your roommate seems to be out.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Back.
She's never here anymore.
I think we scared her away with that whole naked ritual.
Yeah, first time, right?
Yeah. I don't know. My head's not. I'm not thinking straight at the moment. So she'll get her key in the door and slide it open.
Hey, Sabrina, Anna's here. Do you see her? I'm gonna wait.
Well,
Anna.
you open the door and Anna's head is poking up out of the floor and she's looking at you.
Oh. Hi, Anna.
Anna, I did bring those cookies with me. We'll see how you can do with those.
Anna comes over and does like a really close look at the sides of your head and then around back. So she's like looking you over.
What are you doing? Yeah, we got into a fight. I got hurt. Sure.
She comes up really close to you, like face to face. You can feel coldness from her on your face.
Okay.
You just stand there?
I'm looking between the two of them, wondering if Anna's going to try to crawl in the hole in the back of her head. I'm not going to say that out loud because I'm not a monster.
You monster! Now you put that in my head. I'm gonna look at Anna and it's like, I'm sorry, I'm not quite getting it. Are you trying to help? You want me to kiss you?
I think she does.
Um. Um.
Anna's just gonna lean in and kiss you.
Okay. Because that sounds about right.
Derek, Sabrina falls over unconscious. You try and catch her.
I'll try.
She is out cold.
You want me to roll a strength check? Because I am made of wet paper towels.
I know, but I don't want you to. I just want you to play the scene.
Yeah, I'll catch Sabrina and sort of flop her over into her bed. I did pick up in place, but that's not going to happen.
Wow, Derek's totally cool with this. I think this is hilarious. Anna disappears.
Oh,
she
no,
makes
no,
that
no.
face and then she disappears.
Anna, you're okay. Don't worry. We didn't know that was going to happen. Actually, that wasn't even your fault. She has a concussion. You're actually not supposed to fall asleep when you have a concussion, are you? Sabrina, I'm trying to shake Sabrina awake.
She is really out cold.
I will roll her over on her side, prop her up with a pillow, and I will go back to my dorm room.
I'm not drunk. I just have a concussion.
Damn, he just left.
Yeah.
He said, good luck.
So just to polish this off, the next morning, you don't wake up until close to noon.
Oof.
But you sit bolt upright. Everybody else has probably noticed your absence. You probably have some text messages waiting for you. But the wound on the back of your neck feels fine. You have dried blood in your hair.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, you actually feel pretty good. Like really good.
Like a werewolf good?
Sabrina's kind of she's gonna rub her temples and go like, huh? I'm not sure whether to thank Anna or, you know what, I'll just thank her. Feels a lot better. And then I'll reach for my phone and see who all's messaged me.
Anybody in the group can have noticed her absence from classes, and feel free to do a group text at this time before we move on to the main game for tonight.
I will text. I left some cookies for you on your desk. Hope you're feeling better.
The cookies are on the floor.
Well, 16-hour rule.
Bethany will have texted her and been like, ew, Sabrina, where are you? Derek's being weird.
Yeah, Riley would have texted you like, I'm sorry if I scared you off by making you flaunt your assets. Please come back soon. Let me know if you need anything. I think Derek brought you some cookies. Wink, wink. Emoji of a tree.
So Sabrina will kind of look those over and just working over. I just slept late trying to recover from that fight last night. Sorry, guys. Didn't realize it was going to take me out that long.
Eat the cookie, it'll help.
Cookies are on the floor. I'm not eating anything off the floor.
Did your roommate come back?
I have no idea. I've been asleep for over 16 hours.
Her bed looks like slept in.
Yes, she's messy and left it unmade.
She's disgusting.
I think it's rich that Sabrina thinks she can complain about her roommate after what we did to her.
I mean, I can.
God, she's such a pig.
I said she was messy because she didn't make her bed. I didn't say anything else about the state of the room.
Anyway.
So other than missing class, you seem to be no worse for wear. And in fact, your wound, take it off your character sheet, and
Okay.
you're totally fine. Especially like I said, after you get that tread blood out of your hair.
Yep. This calls for a long shower because she's not used to having her hair in waves because of what Riley did to it last night.
Okay, so you're not going to tell everybody that you're miraculously healed?
Mm? That's
Okay.
not.
Oh,
Guess
we live
not.
in an RPG universe. Falling asleep heals all your wounds. Everybody knows that.
I don't know if anybody
That's
actually.
true.
I don't actually know if anybody really knew. Derek knew I had taken a bell rung, but that didn't necessarily mean that I was actually wounded. I don't know if he noticed the blood or not.
Yeah, Derek should have asked if you got bit or scratched, or Derek should have done a lot of things, but
Derek should have done a lot of things.
Derek had to get back to his room to eat cookies with a ghost and text Paige.
That's
Okay. Should we jump forward a couple weeks then?
Sure.
That
Okay.
depends. Is the full moon in a couple weeks?
Yes. Yes. In fact, it is.
Ooh.
It is Friday, November 11th, 2016, if we're going by our normal whatever. We don't have to worry
Mhm.
about that.
Yeah.
Don't.
So it is evening. You've had your class for the day, and Bethany and Riley are going to hang out. You left your car over by the student center for whatever reason.
I mean, there's probably not parking at the dorms, I guess.
Yeah, there is parking
Oh.
at like all the dorms if you look at the map.
Listen, there's two problems with what you just said. One, me looking at a map. Two, me reading a map. They're very different things.
There's also a train track that passes through ETU for no reason. So there you are.
Is it in the shape of a pentagram?
No.
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 That would be one crazy set of train tracks.
Look, it
Oh, you
happened.
should have said it'd be one crazy train.
Shut up.
I mean,
Lord.
thank you.
Anyway, so
You're welcome. Everybody who's gonna have that song stuck in their head.
it's always stuck in my head. That's the secret.
Mm.
In fact, we can start this out by I'm just humming Crazy Train over here as we walk.
Any particular discussion topic of the evening for you two?
Yeah. Bethany, where are we going?
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise.
Yeah.
What kind of surprise? I feel
A surprisey surprise, Riley.
like the kind of surprise where I should go change clothes or
No, you look fine.
Oh, thanks. So do you. So like is this like an official surprise or just like a casual surprise?
Would you prefer it to be official or casual?
I would prefer it to be whatever you want it to be.
Well, that doesn't help me at all, Riley.
I'm aware.
I guess we'll see how it goes.
Well, if it's like an official surprise, I might go change my clothes. Or if it's not, I'll just use that outfit I picked up for Cody or something.
Pick up
So-
for Cody.
I'm
Go
just
ahead,
saying.
Laura.
You're like picked up for Cody. When your eyes are drawn to the door to the student center, there is a guy dressed in black from head to toe, and you see under the street lights the glint of steel, like he's carrying a sword into the student center.
Oh. Okay. So just as soon as I saw that, I would have started saying, okay, look, I know that I've been a little bit wishy-washy on certain things, but if I'm being honest, oh my God, Riley, right? I'm Riley. You're Bethany. Oh,
So
this is
flustered.
Panic at the student center.
panic. Okay, Bethany. Oh my God, Bethany. That guy has like. I think it's
What are you dating him too?
No,
You
I
have
don't.
an outfit for him too?
I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. I hope not. He's into some weird things. I'm assuming. No, the guy's got. Like, I just saw like he's got something. I don't know. We should call the others. We got to figure this out.
Bethany will like sigh, like real disappointed, and then she'll be like, "Okay."
I will lean up and give you a kiss on the forehead as I'm taking out my phone to text other people.
Bethany lets out another deep sigh.
Okay, I don't actually have an outfit for Cody. Calm down. It's fine. But right now, they have to get here.
I'll text them.
Okay. You know what? I'll call Derek just to mess with the normal
Derek
group.
doesn't answer the phone because he doesn't understand why people call.
Oh,
Sabrina
that's right.
too.
Wow.
Actually, all three of them.
Wow. I feel so neglected.
To be fair, I don't think anybody answers the phone anymore.
Okay, well, I'll call you again, Derek. Even like I'll call you like 4 times in a row. Pick up your phone. Derek.
No, you, Derek, you don't answer.
Wow.
Right.
Okay. Fine.
Oh my God! Just text them.
Derek, get your gun-wielding butt down here. There is someone going into the student center with a shiny, pointy object thing.
Did you group text this, or is this just to Derek?
Yes.
Group texting.
That
The
wasn't
GM encourages you to say it's group texting.
It's group texting. What the GM said. And I'm also gonna like go duck behind our car. Assuming we're close to our car. If we're not close to our car, I'm just gonna like drag Bethany behind me as I'm like trying to
Sure.
like look, like keep field of vision on him, but not be seen.
Well, he goes into the building.
Oh shit.
So we can't see it.
Oh shit.
Um,
Maybe we should go in before they get here. No, we should wait. We should wait.
Sabrina's gonna text back question mark. What?
No
You-
time for answers. No time for answers.
Here.
Get here now.
Fine. BRT.
Cody. ... Derek. ...
Does Cody respond?
Yes.
I was like, oh god, they're dead, aren't they? He received a ghost message telling him to not answer.
On the way.
Thank you. Derek?
Now, do you guys wait for them to arrive or do you go into the building?
We're waiting.
Yeah.
I will not let Riley go into the building.
Okay. So you're holding me back. Like
Yes.
I keep changing my mind. Like I think we should go in there.
We
No,
don't
you're-
have weapons.
No, you're right. I
Can
mean,
both of you make a smarts roll?
yeah, this isn't going so well. I had too many cookies. It's fine.
Ooh, 9. Super
Bethany,
smart.
you seem to recall Derek saying that he would be at the student center tonight,
Oh,
but he's not answering his text.
oh shit, Riley.
Oh.
Riley, Derek's in there.
Well, we have to go. And I'm gonna get up to go again.
I have to go too. I follow her.
Bye.
Okay, well, you delayed long enough, I think, that you get to the door just as Cody and Sabrina come up, assuming they were jogging. Were you jogging or were you
Yeah.
being lazy?
No, I would have. I've got a bag slung over my shoulder that's got my bat in it, and I'm just jogging up to catch up with them. Like, okay, what's going on? What's the problem?
Wait, is your hair still wet?
Why would my hair be wet?
I thought you took a
That was-
shower.
That was from 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
That was the day after Halloween.
That's right. I
Or a week
quit.
and a half ago.
I quit. You tell him, Bethany. I can't even think straight.
So a guy with a sharp object just entered here. I'm pretty sure Derek's inside. So we need to go.
Did it look like Professor Cutter? I mean, he's got plenty of weapons.
He was in all black, but he wasn't wearing Cutter's.
Cutter's got a gray hood.
Yeah, I don't think it was Cutter. I think it was. You know, does it really matter who it is? We need to get in there.
No,
I'm walking.
I mean, yeah, it does kind of matter if it was Cutter because he could be after something in here that's dangerous.
Oh, we could help him. Derek is in danger, okay? And even though he's weird, we have to save him.
So as you guys enter the door, there are, I'm going to say, a throng of people. There's probably a few dozen people milling about. There is what looks like a front desk set up, and there are people like standing in line to talk to these students behind the desk. It's very chaotic kind of scene. And you do not see the man with the sword anywhere.
Do we see Derek?
You do not see Derek.
Do we know what's going on right now?
You are really not sure. There's just a lot of students in here standing in lines, milling about.
I'm going to tap one of them on the shoulder. Hey, sorry to bother you, but what's going on?
PineCon.
What?
Have you ever played like a tabletop board game?
Talking something other than Monopoly, right?
Yeah, like Settlers of Catan, Ticket to Ride, something like that. Have you ever?
Yeah, a couple of times.
Well, we just get together and do lots of that here.
Huh?
Are you for real?
Bethany just looks at Riley and Cody and is like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, Cody looks real annoyed. He's got a black T-shirt on, the large graphic of one wrestler executing a throw against another, and the text above it says, "Oh, you throw balls? Cool story, bro." And underneath it says, "I throw people." And he looks exhausted and supremely annoyed that this is a friggin' LARP.
Wait, you know what a LARP is?
That was out of character right there.
Oh, I see.
You learned about LARPs where you learned about Detective Chimp.
That's right.
Wait, and people take weapons in here? Is this person in costume?
Are there people in costume?
Yeah.
You do see someone in costume kind of down the hall go around a corner.
Does it look like the same costume I saw?
Nope, a different costume.
Excuse me, this person we're talking to. What is your name?
George.
George, of course it is. Do people take like weapons into this thing?
They have to be peace bonded.
Peace bonded?
What the shit language are you talking right now?
You know what, George? I don't really care, but you would think maybe who's in charge here? Because you cannot have an event on campus with things that look like weapons and not put out a public notice.
I'm just a volunteer. Is there something I can actually help you with?
Yeah, who's in charge here? Also, I'm looking for Derek. Have you seen Derek? Do you know who Derek is? Does anyone know Derek's last name?
Derek? I don't know a Derek. Does he work with the con?
We don't know.
Probably.
You can talk to somebody behind the desk. Maybe they can answer your questions.
Thanks, George.
I'm pretty sure that we follow all the regulations we have to have a convention here.
We'll see about that. And I'm just gonna walk off to the desk.
when they do, I'm gonna turn to George and go, "I am so sorry about that."
She's a little intense, isn't she?
Yeah, just a little intense.
I got my
Ticket to Ride?
I got my first college match tomorrow, and I should be in bed right now, but I'm chasing after cartoon capers here right now. Like, what is going on?
Okay, Cody, come with me and I'll explain, and we'll leave George alone.
Yeah, Cody.
Yeah, I don't
Go
care
with
about
Sabrina.
George. What is with you tonight?
I'm just walking away. I'm walking to the person behind the desk.
Riley has hung out with Bethany like way too much over the last 2 weeks.
It's true.
Sabrina,
we've been real close, you know.
You get a text message.
Okay. God, who is this? Who is it now?
It is from Cutter.
What does it say?
Says,
What do I read?
they're up to something. Meet me at the student center.
Oh, as luck would have it, we're already here.
Then it says courtyard.
I'm inside.
He's talking about the inner courtyard of the student center.
Okay.
Courtyard?
Cody, go let Bethany and Riley know that Cutter wants to meet us at the courtyard inside.
Wait, now Cutter's in this?
The coven might be up to something.
Why is it gotta be tonight? All right. I'll go tell him.
Derek,
chase down Riley and Bethany.
Derek, your game ends, and you come out, and you see Riley stalking towards the front desk of the con.
Stalking is probably a great word for the way that I'm. Just a train of Bethany behind me, like,
Riley.
What?
You're being a little mean right now.
Holy shit, that came from Bethany.
Well, I'm sorry that this is getting in the way of a great night, and I don't even understand what's going on, and I don't enjoy looking like I'm crazy, okay?
I mean, trust me, I am very upset that our night is not going the way that I planned it, but, like, don't yell at people.
Okay, fine. How about this? Derek! Hello?
Riley and Bethany, what are you all doing here?
The same thing I am, but with a little less explanation.
I look at Riley and I'm like, see, that worked. And you didn't actually scream at anyone. You just screamed at the whole venue.
Oh.
Derek is wearing a hand-sewn black velvet cloak.
Can I hold your hand? I look at Bethany. Need a hand.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Just breathing now.
Derek, what are you wearing?
This is my cloak of elven kind. It helps me blend into the crowds whenever we are moving through the deep dungeon down in there.
Honey, you already blend in with the crowds.
My hand is like tightening. My grip is like.
I have a couple of generics if you guys are looking to hang around. I think the event I'm heading to isn't completely sold out. If either of you are interested in spending some time here with me this evening.
I hate to ruin this little party, but the almighty Professor Cutter wants to see us in the courtyard.
And also, I would rather die than stay here.
Listen to... Now, that's not very nice, Bethany. I am here...
How many cookies?
I could take a moment to go see what Professor Cutter wants, I suppose.
How many of those cookies did you eat, Derek?
Apologies, Mr. Cutter. He's not Professor Cutter.
Look, Derek, he might not be Dr. Cutter, but he is Professor Cutter. Like, we've been through this.
He will be a professor when he has a PhD.
That's what makes him a doctor, you see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is a glorified TA is what that young man is. When he starts answering my emails, perhaps he will be worthy of respect.
Well, maybe that's why he wants to meet you. He's got answers for your emails. Let's get to the courtyard so that I can go back to bed.
Have you ever used a Baffa weapon, Cody?
A what?
A Baffa weapon. I think you would be very good at this particular activity.
I'm not even sure what that means. It sounds a little dirty.
It can be. It is definitely a test of might between two young men.
I'm gonna just pull Riley away towards the courtyard.
That's a great idea. Before you lose your hand. I am so sorry, Bethany. Thank you for calming me down.
No, it's fine. I'm just usually the mean one, so whenever you're mean, it sort of just like throws me off. I don't know what to do.
Well, it made you nice.
For like 2 seconds.
I think this could be something great here. I'm just saying. Anyway, to the courtyard. Must get away from those actual emotions right quick.
I only have like 30 minutes before my next
Derek,
event.
shut up.
We have to make this quick, all right? Whatever this is.
We don't control how quick it is. It's not our meeting.
Yeah, what Bethany said. God damn, I don't.
We can just switch characters if you want.
That's fine, I guess. I actually clicked on your character sheet too, and I went to go roll my smart check. Like, what am I doing?
I will pull the hood up on my cloak and I will adjust my messenger bag underneath it.
Oh my god. What are you doing?
We are going on a quest, are we not?
Oh my god.
Can you walk back there?
Can you not be near us right now?
What you all don't understand is that being here with me increases your credibility in a way that it never has before on campus. You should be thanking me.
Naked you? What?
Thanking me. Thank you.
Thinking.
Do we need to do more naked magic? Is that what I heard?
Do not do that here. I do not think it will go well with the average attendee.
With the people dressed in costume? You mean to tell me they would be put off by nudity?
Not put off. Put off is not the word I would use.
Yeah, let's not find out what word he would use. Let's just get to the courtyard.
Okay, that's fair.
Cody's done, bro. Cody's like, I need to be in bed.
Oh, Cody just ate like 4 plates of spaghetti. He's all carb loaded. It's time.
Sabrina, come walk with us. Get away from them. They're like spoiling you. Come
From
here.
them?
What?
You can come up here too, Cody. I don't know. I was trying. Everyone besides Derek, come here.
Now, that's,
Okay.
now
It's
come on.
not. It is not that far from the interior to the courtyard, so I'm going to go on.
We've made it that far.
We've made it that far.
In the courtyard. So if you remember from the first episode, it's an interior courtyard. There's an archway out to the one of the parking lots opposite from where you are. All the stage and everything that was there before is gone, and it's really just like paths with trees and benches and stuff like that. The right in pretty much the center, Cutter, not as the vigilante, but as Professor Cutter, is sitting on a bench in his nice sweater vest that covers his bulky arms. And he is just sitting and looking like he's reading a book.
Oh,
Good
sure.
evening, Mr. Cutter.
The one place he could be dressed like a weirdo and blend in, and here he's dressed
And
like
here he's dressed like a professor. That's so true.
What are you
Ah.
doing, man?
Good evening, students. Are you having a good night?
No,
No.
I
Oh.
was having a spectacular evening.
no one asked you.
It could
Well,
be better.
He did.
Perhaps you should take a seat here. He stands up to make room. Perhaps you should take a seat here and you'll feel better.
Why are you talking like that?
Why, everything is normal and there's people around and we're not doing anything strange at all.
Oh.
Oh, good, subtle.
Bethany's like, okay, and she'll sit down.
Cody will sit down.
All right, there's pretty much room for Cody and Bethany. There's more seats, but Cody and Bethany have now taken the optimal seats. You see, because when you guys sit down there, you start hearing a voice that you didn't hear before.
What the
It
hell?
sounds like Naomi Taylor is in the same room with you.
What the hell?
So, sisters, as you know, our enemy is here. We're going to make sure that he doesn't leave today. Are you with me?
And only Cody and Bethany heard that.
Only Cody and Bethany heard that since they were sitting on the bench.
I need to get off of this bench. Riley, I think this calls for you, if you know what I'm saying.
You want me to sit down on a hoodoo bench?
Yeah.
I'm afraid
Yeah,
there's
certainly.
nothing mystical about this bench. It is a whisper chamber.
What?
That sounds pretty mystical.
What's
just
a
saying.
whisper chamber?
It is an acoustic point at which you can hear other particular points in the building.
Oh, like
Miss-
eavesdropping, and then I'll sit down.
How did you figure that out, Mr. Cutter?
It's not too hard to figure that out.
Who did you get to go and make noises while you sat in various locations to figure out where the hearings were?
And it's the student center. You could pretty much be in here at any point in time, and there's somebody in here making noise.
I'm afraid I don't know where they are. I only know that they are here.
Here, as in on campus, because that doesn't exactly help. Also,
they're
what did
here.
they
You're in
what
the
did they
student center.
say? Who are we listening to? Because I didn't hear this.
So you start hearing chanting.
Do I recognize any of the chanting?
You think you hear Naomi's voice.
Oh. Well, they're doing something. Do
I'm
I?
gonna ask Cutter, like, are you their enemy? Are you who they're trying to get rid of?
More importantly, do you have any protection bags, spells, anything on you?
I have my cloak stashed away. I
Why?
can change if needed, but I was trying to blend in.
Yeah, your other outfit would have blended in a little more, I think.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. They said that he was here. Am I their enemy?
Why
Are
would
you?
Why would you be their enemy, Derek?
I'm the only person who's supposed to be here. All of you are extraneous to this event.
But they might know that Cutter would be here. I don't know. Were you signed up to like work this event?
Are
Speaking
you
of
talking
which,
to me or Mr. Cutter?
talking to Professor Cutter about the fact that if he's in charge of this event, then I need to talk about the fact that he's letting people walk around with replica weapons without issuing an order or non-order.
I have
I
nothing
noticed,
to
but-
do with this event.
Okay, well, good for you.
I am signed up to run a game of Dungeons and Dragons at this event.
Why? You know what? Don't answer that.
You don't have any hobbies?
We need to please. We need to figure out what they're saying or doing before one of us turns into a scarecrow again.
Hey, that shit ain't funny.
I'm not joking. It's not a joke. They're chanting.
Well, then we got to do something.
Yes.
So you have no idea where they are, Cutter.
They are somewhere in this building.
Is there a basement?
There is not a basement that I know of, but there are 2 stories. As he points to the building around you.
So do we need to?
Split up.
No.
Are we Scooby ganging this?
I think we should split up to cover more ground more quickly.
I think we're gonna have to.
I will text you if I
Bethany.
find something.
Bethany,
he-
did you bring a weapon?
What
Why
was
would
that,
I have
Derek?
bought a weapon?
I'm gonna reach into my messenger bag and pull out one of those collapsible bow staffs and click it and hand it to Bethany.
I think he's
Thank you.
giving you.
You have a collapsible bow staff?
I'd do for a Benny.
You know, that's fine, but you know it's a costume weapon. You don't need to give me
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Benny. I'm just saying it's not going to be super effective in combat.
It's more effective than throwing hands.
Says you, buddy.
Yeah, really.
It's my
Gonna
LARP
break
weapon.
that poor rep weapon that you pay $100 for.
Wow.
Yeah.
He
But
just.
if it's a difference between
Actually-
life and death.
I'm gonna like give it back to him and be like, if the time comes, I'm just gonna use my stilettos. Thank you.
Which look fabulous, by the way.
I can't be seen.
All right, ladies, focus,
Holding
focus,
that.
focus. So there's 2 stories. So I'm gonna start on the upstairs. And
I think
Cody
they might
will-
want to start upstairs too, because I think there's. Is this whole thing upstairs too, Derek?
Yes, it takes up the entirety of the.
Bethany's gonna run up the stairs in
Student center.
stilettos.
I mean,
I
Okay.
can do a lot of things in stilettos.
Are you testing her?
Look, can we quit fighting and get on with the search? Because like shit's about to go down. We better do something.
Okay,
about it.
well, where? Who's going where? Bethany and I are going what? Upstairs. Who's coming with us?
Okay,
Why don't
well,
we all go upstairs as a group and then work our way downstairs?
We don't have
Sure.
time for that. We don't have time for that. We need to cover.
We're already chanting.
Yeah.
all right.
All right, here's the thing.
I'll start downstairs.
I'll go with Cody. We'll both go downstairs.
Cody, be
Sabrina,
safe.
Sabrina, you come with us. Bethany and Riley, you guys go upstairs and look around.
With Cutter.
Cutter's already.
Cutter's
If
already
you
gone.
want to take, I was gonna say, if you want to take Mr. Cutter with you, you can.
Okay.
Wow.
Sabrina, keep Cody safe.
Associate professor can't get no love.
What about?
Get a real degree.
You know what? I'll try to keep. I'll try to keep both of them safe.
Cody, keep Sabrina safe. All right, let's go.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I heard Riley and Bethany upstairs, the rest downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. This amuses me greatly. So, Riley and Bethany, you guys head upstairs. There are a number of rooms with doors that are open and a number of doors with doors that are closed.
Can we hear anything? Like, we put our ears to the closed doors?
There's someone yelling really loudly, like "ah!" in one of the rooms. I don't
think
know.
it's that one.
That doesn't.
Please go in. Please go in.
That doesn't. That doesn't sound vicious, but a voice in my head says we should check this out. And I guess I'm gonna kick in the door for dramatic effect.
Oh my god.
Bam.
Awesome. I love it. The room is dark and there is a movie screen playing. Andy, I need you to tell me what anime. Actually, no, there's an anime playing on the screen. You describe a scene from anime, but without telling us what the actual anime is.
Oh, I want to
Or-
guess it. I want to guess it.
All right. So there is on the screen, you can see a giant robot continuing to merge with another giant robot and getting larger and larger as a giant green spiral continues to whirl behind it. And suddenly it has engulfed the entire universe and stands above it. And on the other side of the screen is another also ridiculously gigantic giant robot that has its own red spiral going in the opposite direction of the green one on the left side.
I don't know this one.
That's what I said.
Is it Power Rangers?
No, it is not Power Rangers.
Is it Voltron?
No, it is not Voltron.
Oh no.
You are watching, if you're okay with it, Laura,
Go ahead.
they're watching the final episode of Gurren Lagann.
Oh, Robinix.
Robinix got it in the chat.
Yes, he did.
Right, nice
Yay.
job, Robinix.
Good job.
Talent.
Wow.
So you guys walk in, it's dark, and you see that, and you have no idea what the hell is happening. They're speaking in a foreign language, and there's subtitles.
I kicked in the door, so I imagine I frightened them quite a bit.
You scare the guy whose chair is leaning back against the wall right there, and he falls over. Oh my God, is everything okay?
Apparently, carry on. I'm just gonna turn around.
And I'm just like, Bethany just gives him a look of disgust and then shuts the door behind her.
Jeez, like, anybody in here now?
It broke, so it doesn't lock anymore. But you know, what were you doing in here in private? So
Or- He's not the only one in the room. There are half a dozen other people in there.
gross. Let's go. On to the next room. Sorry.
The second room has 6 tables in it, 4 of which are filled with people at these circular 5-foot tables. They're all like hunched over. They've got piles of books in front of them, their bags next to them, dice on the tables.
This is a weird thing, but I don't think this is our thing.
No.
Am I sensing anything?
No.
Okay, I guess we're just gonna keep walking. Sorry, I'm
No.
in such a bad mood, Bethany. I just wanted.
I'd like you guys to make notice rolls.
4.
It's pretty good. Let's see what Riley gets.
4. I can't do this anymore.
9. That's very noticeable.
Yay!
Riley, as you turn to leave this room that clearly is not the one you want, you notice that there's like a big pink out the window, like maybe it's a really crazy, pretty sunset or something.
But it's dark outside.
Yeah, that's a little strange.
Oh no.
What?
That.
Can we go look out the window?
You can absolutely go look at the window.
Oh,
Nobody
yeah.
stops you from going to the window.
Sorry, I'm just like walking. Oh no. Do I?
So
Err.
there's like street lights and stuff outside, so it's not like pitch black outside. Even though the sky is dark, the lights shine through the window like they're shining through a pink cellophane. It's like there's a pink film on the window. Now, it could be something the convention people put up, but it is pretty strange.
Do I know anything about this pink light?
You've never seen anything like this before.
Oh, well, this seems witchcrafty to me. We gotta find those people. And then
Yeah.
what? I don't know. Probably die, but
Are there any like closets or bookshelves or anything in here?
No.
shit. All right, I'm gonna look a little faster, I guess.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We start sort of like jogging.
Yeah.
You find a couple more rooms like that, and then you find a giant room with people playing board games at tables.
Hey, people. People?
Hey, yo, can I interest you in a game of Ticket to Ride? I got 2 open seats here. You just need generics and a badge. Do you have a badge?
Absolutely not. I am looking for a group of girls.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
Well, they would have came through here. Maybe they don't really look like they probably also were not interested in gaming. Sorority looking girls.
I'm afraid I've been in this room for a few hours. I haven't seen the outside in a while.
I don't think you've ever seen
Maybe
the
you should get
outside,
some fresh
but-
air.
Well, you can open the window if you want.
That's not what I meant, but okay. And then I'll turn around and walk.
This is useless.
All the rooms have that pink film over them, by the way, when you look at the windows.
Oh, wait. I'll walk back in. What do you know what this pink stuff is on the window?
No, do you? I thought maybe some kind of soap or something.
Why would I be asking you if I knew?
I thought you just wanted to know if I knew. I didn't know that you didn't know.
Bethany, I'm just gonna drag you away. We need to go find the group. I don't think there's anything up here.
God, normal people are so weird.
That's true.
As we go, can I tear one of the pink sheets off the window?
It's not on the inside of the window.
Oh, it's on the outside.
Seems to be on the outside if you touch it.
Okay, then we can go downstairs.
All right,
Fine.
my downstairs folks.
Yep.
There
Beautiful.
is a throng of people out by the front desk. Where are you going?
Are there rooms down here as well?
There are some rooms. There's also the food cart and the coffee shop.
Hmm.
There are,
I-
in fact, people hanging out at tables playing board games in front of the coffee shop as well.
That makes sense.
I don't suppose I got like an event directory for what events are running right now and a map of the con, did I?
You absolutely do, Derek. You have a con book.
I would like to open my con book and I would like to see if there are any rooms that seem like they would be ideal for doing a magic spell without a lot of people noticing.
Well,
I don't know if that's a smarts check or a notice check.
for you, I'll have it be a common knowledge check.
Beautiful. Derek is going to spend a penny
Wow.
because he does not want to be embarrassed at something he's supposed to be good at.
Yeah, 2 is not going to cut it.
Doesn't he get a +2 nerdery bonus?
Oh, it's a 4.
4 is lovely. Well, there are lots of rooms that are identified as part of the gaming convention. It's possible that there are some rooms that are not identified because there are sections of the map blacked out, but you're not sure which are like offices and which are meeting rooms.
Okay, so I would like to see if there's a LARP room because Derek is thinking that that's the only place where somebody can get away with being crazy witches, at least with magic going on with in person rather than just describing it at the gaming table. Is there a LARP area?
There is a LARP room. It is on the 2nd floor.
It's on the 2nd floor. Okay, and that's where Riley and Bethany are. So I will lead the group in the direction of some of the meeting rooms and side rooms and stuff, just looking
Okay.
around.
You guys pass by the front again, and you notice there's some people like banging on the door.
Hey, George, what's going on?
Hey, the door seems to be stuck shut.
Huh.
Are they
Go.
trying to get in or get out?
Trying-
Well, I'm trying to open the door, but yeah, there's people here who want to get out. They said they got to go home.
Huh.
Yeah, some people got to go to bed. So watch out, watch out. I'll try and shove the door open.
Do you want to make a strength roll?
Not if I can help it, but I guess I got it. Just kidding. Haha.
I mean, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen either way. So
Super laggy. Oh, there we go. A whopping 4 on both dice.
yeah, I mean, you just kind of give it a shove and it doesn't budge.
What the hell?
The The inner door was no problem. It's the outer door.
Hmm.
And what's weird is somebody seems to have stuck some pink whatever on the outside of it. You can't. They're just looking through the window, looking outside at the people who are looking in on you. It's their faces are all very pink.
Pink?
That does not sound
That's
good.
weird.
No, it really doesn't. Can I make an occult roll to see if I might recall something about this?
Okay, you could try.
I mean, it's gonna be, you know, I got a 9.
A 9 is really good, and this is outside your experience.
That's what I figured. I was like,
Uh-oh.
but do I have a feeling that it might be something magical?
Oh, it could very well be something
Okay.
magical sticking the door shut.
Okay. I think that was more what Sabrina was going after.
Cody and Sabrina, I believe we need to redouble our efforts to find these witches.
Right. So like, just point me down. Like we should search as fast as we can. Like, I know what Naomi looks like, right? We've seen her before, all of us.
Yes, you have.
Right? So like, I don't know. Like everybody take a hallway and find them fast. So I will like split off.
Cody, crap. I don't know that we should really split up if we're gonna run up against Naomi, but he's already gone.
Well, stay in communication range. We have cell phones, so I assume that is a while.
I'm just gonna say, are you trying to? You know what? Never mind. Nice costume, by the way.
Thank you, Sabrina. I'm glad you appreciate it.
Well, you saw mine 2 weeks ago.
You should come down here and if we're not, dead by tomorrow.
Can we get through this night first, please?
Yeah, I do have a couple of spots open in my D&D game tomorrow. If you're up at 8
Derek,
o'clock in the morning,
Derek,
I'm
focus.
trying to sell. It's important that I have sell through for my events. Just kidding. All right, I'm gonna go.
You're not gonna leave too, are you?
I mean, we can go together if you want.
I don't want to go up against Naomi if it's just me.
Maybe you should go with Cody. He's not able to defend himself just right now.
He's already gone. Like literally, he took off.
All right, let's go then, and I'll head off in the direction that I think would be unoccupied by congoers.
Okay. Just to go to Cody for a second. Where do you go?
If there is like a hallway that seems to have a lot of this activity going on, I will be sort of jogging down, like just sticking my head in each door that's open.
Mhm.
And if there's a closed door, open it. Like just trying to make a thorough sweep of all the doors down that hallway to see if I find Naomi and company.
Yeah, you stick your head into several rooms where there are board games being played. One, you do a double take as you pass by somebody dressed as an elf and somebody in like, well, it sounds kind of wrong. Like Lincoln Gannon.
That's the Zelda character, right?
Yeah, the
Mhm.
Zelda characters. Total decked out cosplay. This is my nod to Andy and PETA when they did their awesome costumes a few years ago. That's who it was, right? Ganondorf and
We did Lincoln Zelda.
like Zelda. Why did I think she was in? Oh, anyway. Link is Zelda.
So fair elf, princess, elven warrior. Is
So,
what Cody sees.
you guys see any witches around here?
I'm thinking of a different costume PETA did. Anyway. Maybe upstairs. I think there's a couple of I don't know, an anime involving witches. Not that isn't for 5-year-olds.
Bleh. First one coming to my mind is Slayers.
Yeah, I think there's somebody dressed as Lena Inverse upstairs.
I don't know who that is, but okay. But thanks anyway. I'll just keep looking. Can't take this place.
I love Lena. Thank you. It's been ages since I've watched that. I want to show it to my kids. All right. So what do Sabrina and Derek do at this point?
We're checking the
Oh.
off rooms.
That's what I forgot. There are a number of people getting a little upset that they can't leave.
Yes, do I know?
It's getting kind of rowdy.
Uh-oh. I think the natives are getting restless, Derek.
Oh, believe me, you do not want to get in their way if they are not getting what they want.
Why?
We are an excitable bunch. We are incredibly opinionated, I will say that.
Oh, so you're internet trolls.
I didn't say that. I do not frequent the internet, I will have you know.
Oh, well then,
I'm more of
Okay.
a bridge troll.
I should have seen that one coming. Can we hurry this along before the natives turn on everybody in here? Because there's going to be a lot of... Oh, crap. She's summoning a bunch of negative energy again. She's getting everyone all riled up.
Well, we got to find it. We got to put a stop to it. So start searching offices, and I'm just going to like start opening doors down the hallway as we're going.
When he does that, I'm going to pull out my phone and text the group and basically
No,
say...
you're not.
Oh, no.
Pull out your phone and you have no cell signal.
Big oof.
We should have seen that coming.
Yeah.
I keep telling the group we need to invest in walkie-talkies like those kids in Stranger Things.
Kids
What?
in Stranger Things. It's a different time period.
Ah, crap. Okay. This isn't good.
Yeah,
Fine.
I think the best we can do is keep looking. We all have the same mission, so let's just keep opening doors and looking to see if we can find witches.
Okay. Let's go back upstairs to. Oh, Riley looks a little busy. You ready, Riley?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. So you guys are wandering upstairs in the hallway. You've come in. You've come to a number of rooms. I know Derek said he wanted to check upstairs a few minutes ago, right? Because he wanted to check the LARP room.
I wanted to check the LARP room, but then I said the girls were upstairs, so
Okay, so you decided to skip that. Yeah. So
I'm gonna let them check it.
Well, that's a terrible idea.
you guys
Literally.
pop your head into a room where there are about a dozen, maybe a dozen and a half people in costume who are standing in little corners and talking to each other in small groups.
Right.
Hi, are you here for the game?
What
Do-
game?
Do I recognize
The-
any of the people in there or anything?
One of them in the corner is a cheerleader from the team.
Yes. Yes. Yes, we are.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. You'll need to have your ticket ready, and then if you can come see the game master over here, they can get you signed up and picked out with a character.
Right. I think maybe I lost my ticket, but that's my friend over there. Can I go see if she has it? Because I definitely gave it to her.
Okay, so are you here? You're okay. Yeah. Go ahead and get your ticket.
Okay, thanks. I'll be right back. Go over to said cheerleader friend.
What's your cheerleader friend's name?
Oh,
Stacy.
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 Is this your upgrade person, Bethany?
My
Oh,
upgrade.
could be
person.
your connections because you got
Mhm.
connections from your
Oh.
exam bonus.
That's true. Yeah, it could be.
Hi, Riley and Bethany. I didn't really expect to see you here tonight.
Yeah, we honestly didn't either. Um,
Excuse me, I'll be right back. And she kind of ushers you out of the room.
oh, okay. We don't have to talk in here. That's totally fine. Are you playing a game?
You're not. Are you here for like the event tonight?
Um,
Maybe.
maybe. If the guy at the door asks, yes. Um,
Okay. What do you need?
do you know Naomi, the
Um.
Delta Omega girl?
Oh, yeah. She throws raging parties.
Total slash fest, really. Uh, do, have you seen her here tonight?
Um. Oh, that's odd. I think I did see her downstairs in the coffee shop a little while ago, but it's been a few hours. She's probably gone.
Right. So I'm scanning the other groups talking and what is this? What is this game in here, by the way?
Um. It's kind of like improv theater. Like
So if people wanted to say stand around and chant really crazy things, they would blend in here.
nobody is chanting in this room. Um.
I'm
I
s-
mean, I
I
guess if it was part of the game.
Do you know a room that it would be like normal for someone to chant something?
Are you okay?
no.
Fine.
What's this fixation with chanting?
We just really want to chant, you know?
Yeah.
You ever get that vibe? You just want to yell, repeating lines of words.
Yeah,
over
I
and
mean
over
like
again.
we're cheerleaders. That's what we do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. You could cheer in the courtyard or something.
No,
I,
no,
I,
no, no. But like with more people, like a group of people. Like yeah.
I, I'm, I'm just here for the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you are. Okay, look. You just is there a window nearby?
Yeah.
Do, do you see anything weird about that window to the outside?
Yeah. Why the hell did the con people go and put pink cellophane over everything?
Who can say? I honestly have no idea.
You
But
know what? I'm just gonna take it down. Well, in a second. Would it,
right. It didn't really work. We tried, but
you try, you open the window?
no. No.
You go ahead and try, actually, right now.
Okay. Fine. She heads over to the window and then she like unlatches it and tries to push it up, but she can't.
Oh,
This
that's
is
good.
this thing is stuck. Let me try the other one. Same result.
Oh no.
Shitty windows. Okay, Stacy, you have been honestly not very helpful, but we're gonna go.
Yeah, if you see Naomi, will
Just
you
tell her you're looking for her.
yeah, just text me. Don't tell her I'm looking for her actually.
Don't say anything to her, actually.
Yeah.
It's like a surprise. We have a surprise for her.
Yeah, we're trying to like get her back for all those really great parties she throws. So
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure, I'll text you. That's fine.
okay, do you have yeah, okay. And enjoy your this
Theater.
theater. Enjoy your theater. Yes. Okay, goodbye. What the fuck, Bethany?
I literally don't even know what to say right now.
One of you guys overhears her saying to the guy with the ticket you talked to, that was so embarrassing. I hope they forget this happened.
We're never gonna
We
forget
won't,
this happened.
sweetie. Don't
Huh?
Oh God.
Yeah, we're walking by the ticket guy, like, maybe I just totally lost it. We'll get out of your hair. Thanks.
I was really hoping that we would have enough players.
I'm sure he was.
Oh,
Okay, we need to find them. Now the windows are locked. I'm gonna go over to the window and try to open one out of shot from the door so that like they can't see me doing this, but I'm also
mean,
gonna try.
You pretty much need to go into another room. You can look down into the courtyard from this room where people are playing board games, but the window won't open.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
great.
This window to the courtyard, the window opens easily.
Oh,
but
Yeah.
that's because it's to the courtyard, not to
You
Yes.
look up and the pink foam is over the top of the courtyard.
shocking.
Like a
It's not
dome.
it's not part of the window. We're in a pink dome of something. Do I see anything else in the courtyard?
You see people milling about. You see a bunch of people hanging out near the archway, like trying to leave and like putting their hands on something that you can't see.
Well, that looks awesome.
Maybe we should meet up with the rest of the group. I'm gonna try to take out my phone and like text him.
There's people screaming at each other in the courtyard, actually. Like, move! Hey, we're trying to get out here. We can't. It's blocked. Doesn't look blocked. Just go. Come on.
Oh
And
no.
they're starting to get really rowdy.
Oh no, Bethany. I don't think that this is. Well, I think this is something to do with witchcraft, but obviously. But whatever is happening, like, you hear those people down there with their craziness? Like, I think that that's making this worse.
That's not the best. Did we search every room up here?
No,
That we-
there's more to go.
Okay.
Okay, well, on the double.
Okay. Wait, it's
You
only
take one side of the hall, and I'll take the other.
right. It's only 2 flights of. Are we close to the stairs at all?
There's stairs at like every corner of the building.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna look down the closest stairwell to see if I see any of our friends like coming up or anything like that.
They can tell me. So you search the first floor, all of the office areas, and you don't see anywhere. Well, you're not really sure. Probably need to go to the second floor at this point.
Okay.
Sabrina, I think that maybe you should head upstairs, see if you can find Riley and Bethany. I've got an idea for how to help with some of that negative energy out in the lobby, but you can't be around when I do it.
Why?
No reason in particular, just a stage fright.
Okay. I'll go find Riley and Bethany and tell them what we figured out, which is not a whole lot of anything. And I'll make my way upstairs.
If I see Cody, I'll send him your way.
Cody,
Okay.
where would you like to be at this point?
I mean, if I finish my sweep of the downstairs, I guess I would head back for that sort of central area by the lobby to see if they come up with anything.
Do you wanna hang around while we have Alex do whatever he's gonna do here?
Yeah.
You don't initially see Cody in the scene, but go ahead and do what you want to do, Alex.
Yeah, so I'm going to go back into the main room where everybody's freaking out a little bit. And I'm going to go up to the front desk, and I'm going to sort of casually talk to the guy working there and ask him if he'll let me have the microphone.
Oh my God, what do we do? What do we do?
Don't worry.
This is
Look,
insane.
we all know we need to be united in all of this right now, okay? So just back up. There's
Did
an
you see?
amplifier on this microphone, right?
Did you see there are cops outside?
I did not see that, but that is good to know in case there's more trouble.
We're gonna get in so much shit. Like, we didn't even do this. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Believe me, it is not your fault, and I will put in a good word with the administration. Pretty good fan. I'm pretty good friends with Mr. Cutter.
Oh my god.
Mr. Who?
Oh, he's one of the English teachers.
Teacher. He's so mean. We'll say there is a microphone with the speaker set, and it's sitting there. He doesn't like even register that you asked for it,
All right.
but it's just sitting there.
If I have to spend a penny for this, I will spend a penny. But
You
I would
don't
like
have to spend a penny. You just have to tell me that you're picking it up
Okay.
without permission.
I'm picking it up without permission, and I would like to produce a lute from my messenger bag, or sorry, a lyre from my messenger bag.
Love it. So you don't need to spend a penny. Go ahead.
And I would like to start singing "Toss a Coin to Your Witcher" and see if I can get everybody involved in the
Dude,
sing-along
that's from
with me.
2020. This game takes place in 2006.
Oh,
Isn't that show based on a book?
Dude, start
is based
singing
on a
"Call
book
Me
with the-
Maybe."
They wrote that for there. And
Yeah.
I
Tell me-
don't actually care. I love your idea, so it doesn't really matter. Just pretend.
all right.
Anachronisms.
I will time travel into 2020. I will bring back one of the only good things to be produced by that year. And I will try to get the nerd herd to come in my direction and sing along with me.
You're trying to Pied Piper the nerds. This is hilarious.
I am trying to Pied Piper the nerds.
Make a persuasion roll.
Persuasion or performance?
Oh, I'm sorry, performance. I forgot that's a new skill. I'm not
Alright.
used to it being a thing.
Here we go. Don't
You
fuck
just
us
really
up,
wanted
Derek.
to use your performance skill, didn't you?
You know, I put points in it.
You did.
I've got a D8 in performance.
I could have had a D8.
Oh, I'm spending it. I'm spending a penny.
Says a 4 is not
important.
good enough.
4 is a mediocre success.
Why did I think you had a +1 on this? There you go.
14. I have a +1 to
Ow.
persuasion.
All right, Mr. Pied Piper. What is the effect you're trying to achieve? Do you want them to follow you somewhere?
I want them to calm down.
It has that effect. They will
And-
come. They
Yeah,
are.
I want them to come bond in nerdy camaraderie with me.
You have like a Filk almost sing along going on in the front hallway, and including the people who are behind the desk.
And I will cycle
like,
through,
no,
I'll
stop,
cycle
wait,
through
this is
nerd
awesome.
songs. Like, I don't know, what are some good nerd songs? Chat, what are some good nerd songs that I can play in this great sing along?
The one from Portal.
Yeah.
That's my go-to.
Alive.
I'm still alive.
Ah, yes.
Angela says Weird Al's Yoda before the saga begins.
Yo 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 Yoda.
Dun, 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 dun.
I like. There's a Star Wars parody for Copacabana that I love.
Yes.
I need
That's
to
my
look that up.
karaoke dream, to go into a bar and sing that the parody song.
Star Wars Cantina. Music and blasters and old Jedi
The
masters.
Masters.
Unleash the archer.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, and we will have good vibes, and everybody will relax, and we'll have a wonderful time while my friends go and deal with the witch problem.
Oh, Derek doesn't want to be in that scene. All right. So actually, Cody, you see all this going on. Do you engage? Do you go and encourage? What do you do?
I am standing there just dumbfounded. Like, this is some surreal shit. Like, is this another one of them nightmare things? Did someone do one of them weird spell things? Am I gonna see like?
You haven't eaten
Spirits and
pizza
shit?
for at least
I-
24
I
hours.
have not. I stayed away from the pizza. I just don't even know. Like, Derek's got this under control. I since if I went through the rest of the first floor and didn't find Sabrina, and I found Derek, and I'm not about to disturb whatever that is, I will head for the stairs.
Okay. I love this. All right. Upstairs, Riley and Bethany are met by Sabrina as you realize that there is a hallway that you haven't gone down, kind of out of the way because there's no nerds streaming that way.
Streaming that way.
I like this hallway. There's no nerds in this hallway.
That
Uh,
sounds like that's a bad thing, though. If there's no nerds down that hallway, that means there's bad things down that hallway.
Where's Derek and
It's like the
Cody,
forest life
Sabrina?
scattering.
At this point, I cock my ears like, Derek is singing.
Right.
Is what?
He appears to have enthralled the crowd of very angry nerds, and they're not so angry anymore. Which is
Well,
probably a good thing because they're collecting all the negative energy from trapping everybody in here.
Soothe
See?
the savage nerd.
Soothe the savage nerd.
Me and Orpheus, man, we had the right idea.
well,
I mean, you guys can hear it also up the stairwell.
Mm-hmm.
well. We found out Naomi is definitely here, and obviously the sky is now pink. And it is the sky. It's not a film on the window. So we need
Are
to
you
find
sure?
them
Because
now.
nobody can get out.
Yeah, you can open up the window to the courtyard.
We already tried the doors downstairs. Cody yanked on it pretty hard, and it didn't open.
Did I say door? I said window. I opened up the window to the courtyard.
Fine.
It's the sky. What difference does it make anyway? We need
Well,
to
why
find
would it be
them.
this? Why would it be
Oh my
the
gosh,
sky?
guys! I think we should go down this hallway and check it out because, like, I don't know. This is the only thing we haven't checked yet, so they have to be here, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, let's go.
If it helps, whatever this is, stop. Let's go.
Bethany is like uncomfortable with other people being mean to each other. Like,
Okay, if Bethany's mean to everybody else, but nobody
It's
else can be mean to each
Out
other.
of place.
Right. It's about the order of things.
I'm
Guys,
sorry
you're
I
taking my
snapped at you,
character trait.
Sabrina. It's not your fault.
This night's just weird. It's fine. Cody, there you are. What did you find anything out?
Oh, there's some kind of karaoke shit going down downstairs, and Eric is. I don't really even think I know him. Like,
Do
I
any
can't
of us?
explain what's happening.
Do any of us know Derek, Cody?
I don't think we know Derek enough. Maybe we should.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
if we
over
don't
there.
die in here, actually, so we should.
Okay,
yeah.
we need to quit saying shit like that. We ain't dying in here. We're gonna put stop to this madness, and then that's it.
Right. Well, you guys aren't dying. Anyway, let's
I
go.
don't feel confident. Okay, and then she'll walk off down the hallway.
Down this hallway, there is there's one, well, there's a couple of doors. There's the bathrooms over here. There's a door that has paper in the windows. All the other doors you've seen have that window slit where you can see into the room. Well, except for I guess the anime room had a papered over window too. But there's one here that's papered over.
Do I hear anything coming from inside?
Yeah, you think you hear some women's voices.
I think it's this one.
So what are we supposed to do if there's a whole bunch of witches in there?
Well,
You like throw garlic at him or something?
It's
No.
vampires, Cody.
Oh,
what do I know about stopping a I would assume I know that if I just get them to shut up, that should be good enough. But them attacking us, well, you
I'm
know,
gonna take my shoes off while we're deciding.
yeah, I have my athame, but that's all I got. I don't think
Should've
I'd.
taken that stick that
No.
Derek offered me.
I'll
And
take.
while you're stand here thinking about it, the chanting stops.
Oh no, they know we're here.
oh, is that bad?
I guess we should go in.
You want me to distract him and then you do something?
You know,
Distract.
I think I'm okay taking the lead on this one.
Okay.
And just stand by, TM.
Bethany will reach out and like squeeze Riley's hand. Be like, "You got this."
Thank you. We'll be good. And I'm gonna try to open the door.
The door is locked.
Well,
Oh shit.
One side.
Cody,
I
break
will-
it down.
I will try to break the door down.
Oh man, what did the door ever do to you? Make a fighting roll.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
you have to fight roll the door.
Well, you actually have to attack the door to break it,
Okay.
and it has a toughness. So you got a raise. So now you roll your damage.
No, that's
And if
different now, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So now you go to your character sheet and you just click in the weapon section next to your unarmed.
Okay, so I just click that.
Yep. And you get the bonus damage 13. So you are able to break down the door. What does it look like?
Cody kind of moves Riley out of the way and comes in low and throws a shoulder hard into the door on the side that would open. And it's just balsa wood, so the wood kind of cracks and the door flies open and Cody kind of takes a stumbling step into the room.
Oh boy.
Somebody
It
order
is-
pizza?
I'm gonna grab a hold of Cody's arm and like yank him back.
I want to nominate Cody for Did Somebody Order Pizza since they got us with that last time.
Yeah, they
For a
did.
penny.
That was good.
I will allow that. I like that. So the room that you enter is 25 by 20. No, 20 by 20. 4 inches by 4 inches in Savage Worlds parlance. And there are 5 women who turn to look at you.
Eh,
I'm not seeing which room that is.
I'm trying to bring them off the GM
Oh, okay,
overlay.
okay.
If you just be patient.
Oh, sorry.
Jeez.
No, I just thought I was missing something. That's all. Because I see a bunch of rooms. Like,
hello.
Kevin works with middle schoolers. They take all of his patients before he
Yeah.
comes here.
Sweet.
So is the door that I busted open one of the double doors there?
Yeah. You know,
Okay.
I can make it a single door. Oh, I'd have to.
Well, that's
go to the
fine.
map
That's
layer.
fine. I mean, just drag a token over. Is that?
Oh, Cody's extra large.
Cody's
Oh,
a
how bad.
giant.
There you go.
Ugh.
We could be giants.
Yeah.
It's another good song.
Just for one day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, we could be heroes just for
Like
one
we
day.
could be
That's great.
heroes. The band
I
is
was
We Could Be
thinking
Giants.
we could be giants. Da-na-na-na-na-na. It's pretty new.
Mm.
So, Cody, you break down the door, and 5 women, including Naomi, Evelyn, and Shandy, turn to look at you. What the hell?
Hey. Hey. What the hell's up with you? This pink foam is fucking crazy, right?
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? That's the better question. I am here for reasons.
Riley, was this the big plan?
Shut up.
Oh, Bethany, your token is not a token. How do you do that?
Oh no, it's not tokening.
I think we haven't taught you the right thing. There you are.
Hey, thanks.
I don't know what you think you're doing here, but you're interrupting a very important activity. We're trying to help people.
Help them how? By trapping them in here?
No, by saving them from a werewolf.
What?
There is a werewolf in the building.
So you save people? That's what you're doing here with the spell work and the.
We're trying to kill the werewolf. Hello?
Who's the werewolf?
I don't know. If I knew, I would
There's a
go
lot of
after
killing on
them
this
in real
campus.
life. Instead, I have to find the werewolf because they're a werewolf.
Why are there so many
Well-
things on this campus? I don't understand. Look, I'm a witch. I can help you with this too.
Why don't you just feed the werewolf some trippy pizza?
I don't have the werewolf. We're trying to find him. We know he's in the building. Or she. I guess I don't know what gender it is.
Why don't you just order pizza for the whole place and see what happens?
That's not really the point of the pizza thing. I hope you enjoyed that, by the way.
Oh, yeah, it was a big thrill. Thank you so very much.
Honestly, I did enjoy it compared to the fact that you could have killed us. So I thank you for that.
You're
Uh,
welcome.
I'm sorry I
So
took
now
your book. Okay,
get out of our
This-
way and
is
let
this
us
a
deal with
solving
this
the problem?
werewolf.
I can help you find a werewolf. Easy.
How?
We have connections here.
Okay, well, then be off and come back when you found them.
Okay,
And let everyone in the building go.
No,
wait a
we're
minute.
not letting the werewolf go
Wait, so
because we need to find them.
you've trapped everyone in here with the werewolf.
Yes.
How is that saving them?
Well,
You're using
On the
everybody in here
balance.
as bait.
How do you know they're here?
Damn, bitches, you are cold.
the sign said that the thing is here.
Oh, the sign said. Okay.
What sign?
Wow.
What sign?
Haven't you ever done a reading in a glass?
Look.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. The werewolf is here. That's what's important.
Well, why don't
So
we?
if you want to be useful, go find them and kill them.
Right.
I'm sorry if we don't trust people that drug us.
Yeah. Well, I'm more just. You're gonna let everyone go when we find them, right?
Yeah, as soon as that werewolf is dead.
Right. And then we can resume this conversation about the pizza and the vampire in your bedroom closet sort of situation.
I'm not super interested in talking to you about any of those things. Freshman?
Right.
Ooh.
Right. Well, um, that's not really one of the options. So either we go help you kill this werewolf, or we can hash this out now.
You guys are just giving all our cards away.
For real.
Did somebody take the disad Big Mouth and not tell me?
Cody's just looking back and forth between this raging witch fight. Like, what the hell are we even?
I, for one, don't want to make an enemy here.
I thought they were already our enemy.
They don't have to be, okay? It's fine. fine.
I want to punch her in the face.
It's fine. No,
Looks
no, no.
like
No,
Do
no,
you
no.
say that out loud or do you do that?
No, no, no.
I'm debating.
Do it.
Oh boy.
When you
If
said
she's-
break the door down, I thought we was about to take care of business. Then now we're
Well, I thought they
we're
were gonna be in here
gabbing.
just hexing people for the fun of it. But if they're
Can
trying,
she say like something really mean to Riley so I can punch her in the face?
She has not said, other than freshman. I mean,
I
look,
want her to be
Okay,
disrespectful.
so the fact that she's using this room full of geeks as bait for this werewolf, like that doesn't bother you at all?
no.
Bothered me.
Yes, yes, it bothers me, but no one's died, so
It's only 9 o'clock.
that's fair.
Okay, Bethany's gonna go and punch her in the face.
Oh no.
Yay.
Nobody talks to
Ooh.
Bethany like this.
Ooh, that did not look
Nobody
like
puts
info.
baby in the corner.
make a fighting roll.
Oh no, this is gonna be bad.
Bethany, that's a really bad
Ooh,
idea.
I'm gonna use a Benny.
I'll
That
give you a
was-
Benny not to use a Benny.
Why?
Wow.
Okay, then I need to put it back.
I'll give it back to you and I'll give you another one.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Oh no, she's about to like murder me, guys.
No, murder would be too quick.
Yes, it really would be.
So you throw a punch at her, and you know you have a pretty good arm as a cheerleader and an athlete. She catches your hand.
Holy shit.
Uh-oh.
She's like a ninja.
And she just shoves you away. And she makes it look kind of easy.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna grab you by the waist. Like, do not try that again. I think you were lucky she did not break your arm.
Yeah, but that's sketchy.
Yeah, it's very sketchy. You're correct, which is why we will continue this conversation either now or.
How do you think we were exactly going to take on a werewolf? Do you think we're idiots?
I don't think you're idiots. No, actually, I will soundly say. Seems like you know what you're doing. Also, what about the scarecrows? Look, I have a lot of questions for you. Like a lot. Okay.
Isn't there like a werewolf problem right now though?
Yeah, but how do
Yeah,
we know you're
Moon's
helping?
rising.
How do we know you are trying to actually help these people or have any of their best interests in mind at all, considering A, like everyone said, I guess you're using them as bait. B, you tried to attack everyone with scarecrows and turn them into scarecrows by.
I didn't attack anyone with scarecrows. I sold a spell to a moron. I didn't think he'd actually find werewolf blood.
He didn't. He improvised. With hyena blood? Something?
Well, that wouldn't work.
Yeah, it didn't. It did not at all. Actually, it
So
was
where
quite
did
terrible.
the werewolf blood come? Did it come from this werewolf?
He didn't use werewolf blood. I don't know. I don't know where
What
he.
was in the smoothies? You found that out, Riley?
Oh, that's right. I did find that out. The werewolf blood is in the smoothies.
The smoothies. How the hell did they get werewolf blood?
The
So you're
athletic
not
trainer?
part of that.
I don't know anything about that. This is the first I'm hearing that they actually. Anyway, I really don't care what you think or if you think I'm moral or any of that nonsense. I just want to kill this werewolf. This werewolf killed my sister, and I am going to kill it back.
That is totally fair and valid. And you know what? If you have any idea of where we should start or how to find a werewolf, we will just let you do that. But then we are continuing this conversation.
Well, the moon's
whether or
gonna
not you
rise
want to.
soon. I imagine it'll be pretty obvious where it is.
Great, thanks. Sorry about your door, and I'm just gonna like drag us away.
My door.
Yo, what was that?
I
You
don't.
just like totally caved to them.
It's-
All this for weeks. Oh, they're out to get us. They're out to get us. And now you're like,
Because they will kill us.
yeah, they looked real scary.
Do you
Maybe
want?
if you had Derek, you could beat them.
Do you want to go try and punch her?
I don't punch chicks in the face. That's not what I do.
Well,
right?
then how exactly are we gonna do anything about this, Cody?
I don't know. You're supposed to be the lady with the witchy knowledge, and all
I
that
am
was
one
screaming.
witch. That is a coven. I can't touch that.
I'm not even sure what that means, but
You know how I
So,
sat
could you
down with
find
all
the
of you?
werewolf thing?
You know how I made all of you get naked and do things? Imagine.
Let's be honest. That's not real hard for me to, I was kind of down with that from the beginning. So
Okay, fair, but the other, not those times, not the great times, but the magical time with everyone else, all of these people. Yeah, yeah.
you mean it wasn't always magical for you? Oh.
God.
What time is it, Laura?
Are you saying you want to take a break?
No, I mean in the game. What
Oh.
time is it?
It's pretty much moonrise,
Oh.
Okay, let's go downstairs.
9:30.
Okay, let's find this
And-
werewolf thing for it eats a bunch of nerds and stuff.
Yeah.
We're about to bring the werewolf down to the nerds.
Wait, who's
The
the?
werewolf.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Well, here, you guys can think about what you want to do while we take our break.
Oh no.
It is that time.
Oh
Oh, it is
no.
that time.
Who's our werewolf? Is it one of us? Oh my god,
Is it Cody? Is that why he's so agitated today?
I'm
Dot
in
dot
character.
dot.
Oh, I love this.
Cody, it's not
Wow.
Cody.
All right, we'll be back in a few minutes. Please take this time to stand up, get some water, do some stretches, and check the ads on our carousel. We'll be back.
Oh no.
Welcome back to the stream of ETU Grave Circumstances. In the first half, our study group, well, I guess Sabrina received a kiss from Anna, which apparently healed her of her wounds, though she hasn't really told anybody that's what happened. Then our study group found themselves at a gaming convention, mostly out of their element, except for Derek, who is absolutely thriving.
I have found my people, and I'm going to remain with my people for as long as possible.
Professor Cutter warned about the witches being up to something, and now, in talking to them, they claim that they are looking for a werewolf. I think that pretty much sums it up.
I think it does.
We leave our heroes having just come from a conversation with the witches.
Are we set on that word heroes?
Did I say heroes? I meant study group.
All this
Definitely.
talk of werewolves. Does anybody remember the other week when Professor Cutter leaped like to the frickin' roof of that building?
Yeah, I was actually very curious about that myself.
Do remember that.
I've been curious about him for a long time, actually, since we met him. There's a lot of stuff not right there.
Should we find him?
Yeah, also, yeah, where even is he?
Well, if he had any information, he was supposed to text us, but there's no signal, so that's not happening.
Yeah, but why
anytime
didn't
soon.
he stay here? If there was trouble, he just calls us to solve his problems? Hello?
No, he was searching for the witches too. That was the point. It was the whole group split up thing.
Which also makes sense for him to be the werewolf, because he's using us to get them, and they're using everyone else to get him.
Also, guys, I
But that
think
would mean Derek's right. I don't know if I can handle that.
I'm sorry, that was super loud.
that's a fair point. That's a fair point.
All right, so should we go get Derek and try to find Professor Cutter and
I don't know if you're prepared to see what Derek is doing downstairs just yet. I mean, we've seen some weird shit, but this is.
I'm prepared. I would like to see it so I can never let him live it down.
well,
I don't.
Okay. Cody, I have a question for you.
No, he's
Is it-
not single all the
What?
time.
That's
And yeah,
not
he
the
is.
question.
I guess he is. I don't know.
Anthony looks at Riley like, wait, who's he dating?
Never
Um,
mind.
Dating is such a committed word, But where's this
no.
conversation even going?
I don't know. That wasn't the question I was wanting to ask you. I was wanting to ask you is every one of your wrestling buddies that were at the party 2 weeks ago. They had those smoothies. They turned into those scarecrows.
Yeah, I'm trying not to think about that.
Why are you
But-
just randomly rolling cards over here?
Keep
Why-
talking. Keep talking. You're good.
I know what I said.
You guys definitely hear Derek say it's just a jump to the left.
Okay.
Oh,
It's a
dear
jump to the
God.
right.
Is there like one athletic trainer that services all of the teams? Because if they were getting smoothies from the athletic department, wouldn't it be the trainer that would be giving them out?
out of character. I'm not sure where ETU sits in terms of size and division, but I'm imagining there's probably more than one athletic trainer.
Yeah, there's a department for that.
Maybe it's whoever is supplying the smoothies. Those aren't coming from. The athletics department isn't just making smoothies for fun. Someone else is supplying them.
I mean, somebody's telling the athletic department that the smoothies are good for their athletes, so therefore they're supplying them.
Yeah, except what we saw in the nightmare ended up kind of being weirdly true. So I'm glad that I was not really interested in the smoothies, if you know what I'm saying.
Also, don't patronize me, Sabrina. We're all here in the like together, okay?
I wasn't trying to patronize you.
Look, we need to not piss those witches off. I'm telling you right now, we've already done it, and they could have killed us. And I, for one, would like to talk to them as much as possible before deciding we need to kill them.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk of murder flying around tonight. I don't know if I'm really comfortable with that.
Yeah. We do need to
Derek.
find Derek.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
Derek, your filk is coming to a crescendo at the end of Time Warp, and the ending note is broken by a sour note, aka a howl.
Oh no.
Oh
A-
no, sir, I'm not doing that song tonight.
A werewolf
Of London. Oh,
bursts into the. He already made that joke in the chat. You missed
Oh.
it, Kevin. Where have you
I
been?
did miss it. Sorry.
A werewolf bursts in onto the crowd and does one of those poses, of course, so that everybody can see the cool werewolf special effect. Everybody in the crowd freaks out and screams and starts running in away. Derek, what do you do?
I thank the maker that this is our D&D episode and our heavy special effects episode. Thanks, Greg Ronnie.
Really blow the budget today.
Well, that's my show, everybody. Good night. Tip your waiters and your waitresses. I'm going to disembark now, and I'm going to run and try to find my group.
So you're gonna run up the stairs?
Yeah, I'll run up the stairs since I think that's where they were heading.
Oh, cool. You'll get there before the werewolf. You'll get to the top.
Barely.
You'll get to the top of the stairs, and the werewolf appears to be following you up the stairs.
Oh, of course he is.
Bethany, Derek comes running up the stairs, and you see a werewolf on his heel. It is your turn as you have a joker, or you can delay. That's cool too.
I see how close Riley is to the werewolf, and I'm like, oh no, I'm a homegirl.
Oh, is that what I am now?
Oh boy.
She doesn't know what we are. Okay. So she's gonna walk over here and try to stab him with her shoe.
There's a werewolf. Clearly, I will stab him with my shoe.
I
All
have
right, good.
nothing else.
Clearly.
Okay. I got a 7.
Got a 7. I believe that hits. Let me just check. I have the entry right here.
Isn't that technically a 9 because you got the Joker?
No. You hit because you have the Joker.
Ooh. Okay, and then would I roll unarmed, bat, or stake for my shoe?
Roll the stake. Is the
Okay.
closest.
He's in gaming great.
I'll give you an
8.
improvised weapon. That's
Plus
pretty
2,
good.
right? So 10?
Yeah. He is shaken.
Hey.
I guess you can't tell. It is shaken.
Didn't expect me to come at him with that shoe.
Did
No.
not. I did not.
Bethany, what are you doing?
She's
Bethany,
crazy.
I applaud you for your courage.
I don't!
Bethany
Get
is
back!
too shocked to respond.
Cody.
She doesn't know what she's doing.
All right. How aware am I of the situation on the stairs right now?
You are very aware because Derek just came running up the stairs. You hear the howl and you hear the creature coming up behind him.
But I can't really get at it. Or can I?
There's a railing there. You'd be at a slight penalty. Actually, no, the penalty that you're at cancels out because you're above.
Okay.
You get a +1 for high ground.
Well, alrighty then. And am I not mistaken? But that's also a gang up bonus, yes?
Yeah, Bethany's giving you a gang up bonus. The others haven't acted yet, so they
Okay.
can't.
All right. So
Actually, they had Derek did act, but he's not threatening. So yeah, +1 for the gang up bonus.
okay.
I
So
resent that. I believe I am very threatening.
I mean, ever since you showed up in that costume, you were definitely very threatening. All right. So fighting. 'Cause I'm. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
That's actually a 13, I think.
Well, I was saying it cancels out the
Oh, right.
the
The gang up
stair-
bonus.
the slate cover. So
Oh wait.
But then
You
the
said the-
gang up
Oh,
bonus.
no, that was sorry, the gang up bonus. Yeah.
Yeah.
You hit with a raise.
All right. So then I just do the unarmed. And because I
Jeez.
got the raise, that adds a bonus damage of 15.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? As the game master, I'm using my bennies today, and
I disagree heartily with that.
the werewolf is going to try to soak.
I'm gonna
So,
double one it. I can feel it.
oh.
Glad
So,
how that
the
feels.
werewolf.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Did 15. Its toughness is that. So it was 1 wound, but I soaked it. Yes. So it is not. It is still shaken from Bethany's attack, but it is not wounded.
Okay.
Did
Cool.
good.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sabrina.
Sabrina would like to try an agility trick.
Okay, you should probably first make an occult roll because you
Okay.
might actually know about the creature and its weaknesses.
This is true. I might. We'll start with my occult roll.
I mean, I don't want to tell you what to do.
I mean,
No, but
technically,
it's fair.
everything's weakness is the high ground. I mean, Obi-Wan is.
Mm-hmm.
That occult roll is a 10.
Except for Darth Maul.
I do believe he. I think the leap counts as the high ground.
Werewolves can only be shaken by weapons that are not silver.
Can only be shaken by weapons that are not silver.
They cannot be wounded.
They cannot be wounded.
Dang these shoes.
At all?
Right. Yes, that's what it
Yeah.
means.
They also have heat vision and suffer extra damage. Oh no, they suffer normal damage from silver weapons.
Excuse me, they have heat vision? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that is what she said. I hope that's not what
Not
she
like
meant.
Superman heat vision. Like they see infravision.
Holy shit!
Ow.
You just got melted.
All right.
Oh, this is a werewolf named Homelander. Okay, I got it.
You guys are screwed.
Yes, we really are.
For real.
Guys, we can't hurt it without silver, and I don't think any of us have anything on us. Riley, if the coven was really prepared to take out a witch today, hopefully they've got some silver on them.
Yeah, go get him. Are you closer to the door than I am?
Kind of engaged with the werewolf here.
Aww.
Yeah, do you want to attack the werewolf?
No, I would like to do the agility trick.
You may do an agility trick.
Trying to see. I don't know if my agility is higher than the werewolf's or not, but I'm going to try it anyway. I have a 7 on my agility trick.
Okay, and that's an opposed roll with me, right?
I believe that to be the case based on this. Success, opponent -2 parry until next action.
I exploded and got a 15.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Sorry. Not
Nope,
really.
no worries. I was trying something different.
You were, and I applaud that.
I would like to disengage. I don't want to be next to the werewolf anymore.
I don't understand why. I mean,
It's
okay.
because I know I can't hurt it.
Riley.
I think I'm gonna try to make a run for the room. Actually, maybe I'll just yell for them. I don't know. I don't want to leave my friends here, but we don't have any silver. So I'm gonna try to get closer to the room and yell for the other witches to come out here. Like, hey, I found your werewolf. You got any silver in there? I don't know how far can I go?
Well, that seems wrong. There we go. See, I learned the trick. That's 6. If you want to go further, you can do a running roll, which there's a running button on your character sheet somewhere.
I'll run.
Now, that will be your action, unless you want to do something else. I guess you can just take a -2 on that other thing.
No, I'm just I'm trying to get to the room and tell them that we need silver or something. Uh, there's a running button, you say?
Yeah, it's your pace. So in the center column under the personal information on the left.
So she can move 2 more.
Like 2 more boxes?
Mm-hmm.
2 more inches.
Wow. Can they hear me if I start yelling?
You can yell and they can make notice rolls.
Yes, then I'm yelling. Naomi! Other people! I don't remember your name! Come here!
Totally.
Yay!
All right. Second round. Oh, wait, we have the Joker. I have to shuffle. Sorry.
Oh no. I had an ace
Aw.
though. Come back. I was so excited. What the heck?
Oh no!
Sorry.
I had an
Have
ace
to
and I
shuffle.
lost it.
Lost
I
it.
had an ace and I lost it.
Wow.
Laura, don't forget I get 2 cards and take the lowest one.
Yes, thank you.
I think
You're
we should
welcome.
Where are
reshuffle
you?
again then. I'm just saying.
Oh, God.
I'm so sorry, Derek.
You took that card away from the werewolf.
Don't
And I
remind
thank
me.
you for it, Bethany.
Look, I'll switch with the werewolf if you want. Or she wants, whoever.
Okay, so
I guess you could try and notice its gender if you want. Sorry.
I really don't know what to do because I don't have silver. Unless
You want
I
to
could
delay?
like, can I spend a penny to have my shoes have silver?
No,
Darn
that's
it.
not a thing.
Okay. I'm gonna delay then.
I think that's a fair question. I was gonna ask if I could spend a penny to make my Athame silver, honestly, but
That's more likely to me.
Mm-hmm.
well,
Don't worry, guys. I've got the best silver Benny coming up. Just let me get to my turn.
Oh, jeez. Oh no. I'm suddenly
Jeez.
dreading this.
I don't know. Witches probably don't usually have silver Athames. They're usually other metals.
Okay, the werewolf will unshake. And then it ignores Derek, who's right in front of him, and sniffs the air. And it pretty much leaps around Cody. Oops.
Hey. You ran off my initiative.
And then sweet. I don't think running rolls explode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should just let him go and take care of 2 birds with 1 stone.
Oh crap.
Sabrina, you're next.
Well, Sabrina is going to chase after the werewolf. I will make a running roll. I run 10 inches.
So when you click the running button, is it adding that? It's adding your run to your normal movement. That's giving you your total.
Yes.
Okay.
And I will end up there.
You will. Didn't want to be right next to the werewolf.
God, no.
What?
I mean, it can just.
I mean,
move and
GM,
attack.
no.
Oh, I like that. That was nice. If it was in character, it would have got a Benny. Cool. Unless Bethany wants to go, it's going to be Cody's turn.
trucking.
All right, so I guess I'm gonna have to run because I can only get to behind Riley with a move. So let me find this running button here.
Pace.
Yeah, right beside Perry.
We're all discovering the running button tonight.
Okay.
Funny thing with that
I
is
mean,
we're all
you
using
can
it to
get-
run to danger, not away from.
You can get
True.
to the werewolf pretty
9,
much.
6, 7, 8, 9.
You can get to the werewolf if you want. Okay.
So that
If you,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
if you want to do something in addition to running, it's just at a -2.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna try and throw this puppy to the ground. So athletics
Athletics. Let's do it.
-2.
Grapple, grapple, grapple.
It's just what I do. So, oh fuck. All right, I'm gonna spend a Benny because I think a 0 is probably not good. Oh my god. So a 3 is much better. Okay, well, let me throw my Benny out there and embarrass myself. All right. Oh, there it's paid for. I've paid for my slightly
Paid
less.
for your 3. Are you happy with that?
I feel like I probably should not spend another Benny right now just because it's about to get gruesome. So I will fumble and fail to grapple the werewolf.
Okay. Do you want to say anything like what it looks like?
Cody kind of comes racing around the corner, trying to get ahead of Sabrina and Riley. Sort of, he wasn't quite expecting to be right there, and so he sort of sweeps in to try and grapple the werewolf, but he's kind of off and stumbles a little bit, and he sort of ducks aside as it swipes at him. And so he kind of like steps back, you know. So his attempt was an overshoot, and so he kind of pulls back. But he's kind of glaring at the thing. This ain't over, Fuzzy.
Bethany, do you want to go or should I keep going?
I'm gonna see what Derek does, and then
All right, I'll be waiting for a while. Riley,
Oh boy.
the werewolf got around you.
Yeah, I see that. I'm going to.
Or you can actually keep running into the room with the witches if you want and kind of have stayed ahead of him the whole time
Yeah,
because you have the movement.
I would have liked to get in the room and be like up here, I guess.
Nami is a little surprised to see you because I totally failed on the listen check.
Oh. Hey, it's coming in here, and if you have silver, you might want to get that out because I definitely do not have silver on me. I have this athame. It's not silver though.
She draws a silver knife from her belt.
Great. Well, he's coming in right now, actually. I guess that's all I'm doing because I don't.
Is there anything else you want to do? Because you only move 6 spaces. You got a full action.
Oh, okay. Well, you said I can shake him with non-silver weapon though, right?
You
Like
can.
it still affects him somehow. So I guess I'll try to slow him down for you, and I guess I should have stopped right there. And try to stab him with my little athame thing that I have going on.
Make a fighting roll.
I don't think I'm particularly gifted at that, but we'll make it work. Where did you go? I feel like this whole thing just changed on me whenever I clicked on something. It totally did. There it is. Yeah.
That is not going to hit him.
Yes. Indeed. I will spend a penny.
Okay.
And I remembered how to do that. I click on it.
Good. Nice job.
Yes.
7 will miss his parry.
There is a
Wow.
gang up bonus from Cody.
An 8 will miss his parry.
Yay! Okay, well I tried.
You did
Huh.
your best.
Out of Andy, I think we did the trick wrong.
Mm,
I think an agility trick is a movement action, and you actually probably still had a standard action to spend that we missed last turn.
that's okay.
Okay. If
I
there's
did-
something you're
I
like,
did a
want to
movement
set
and I
this up.
moved again. So no, it's I moved and I moved again for that round. So it would be both my actions.
Okay. All good. So I guess we're to Derek.
All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. I rolled a pace check to run, right?
You do.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Now, Laura, I'm willing to spend a penny for this, Dean. I would like to reach into my gaming messenger bag, and there's one thing that Derek has saved up a lot of his extra money from this semester for, and that is a silver-plated set of 20mm D20s.
There it is.
And
Oh my
I would like to run over there, and I would like to chuck these silver-plated D20s at his head, trying to roll a natural 20 when I hit him in the face.
I've got really bad news for you.
Oh no,
It's going to take
Silver.
an athletics roll to do that.
that's okay. I mean, it's about I have a D4 in athletics.
You're definitely going to
Statistically
give me.
speaking, you have the best chance of acing with a D4.
You know, I ran with an 11, so I'm pretty happy about that.
You did. Your throwing is going to be at -2 though, because it's the second action this turn.
Yeah, I know. There's the Benny for my silver-plated D20s. I'll just subtract 2 from whatever I roll here.
Oh dear.
And a D20 goes flying by your head, Riley.
The fuck?
I said, you are ruining PineCon. And I'm gonna run over there and chuck the D20 at him.
Thank you for remembering the name.
You're all welcome. It is
That
a
was a
good
bit of-
name.
That was a bit of foghorn leghorn there.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say
Right.
I'm summoning my courage.
it.
And then you have to say the things I do for love.
So Bethany, you saw him pull a bunch of little metal objects out of his bag and run towards the werewolf and then chuck them.
Naomi, what did I get?
Bethany is gonna just. She doesn't know what's going on, so she's just gonna run over after everybody else, I guess. She got a 12.
Holy crap.
Wow.
So she's gonna be like right beside the werewolf, like, hey, what up?
Right on. Kind of blocking the werewolf's way.
And then you said if I hit him, like, it's just -2.
If you want to attack, it's just a -2.
Alright, I guess I might as well try.
Won't she have enough gang up bonus to compensate for that?
She will. You still miss by 1.
Ugh. Okay. Okay.
Well, here
I
we
mean,
are.
It was really worth a try. Here we
Mhm.
are. And now you've brought the witches into this.
It's gonna be great, I'm sure. I'm trusting my own player gut on this, okay, guys? I'm going with it.
Okay.
I appreciate your faith in me, Catherine. I do. Someone needs to have it. It ain't me.
Oh, good. I got a 2.
Ew, no, you got a joker.
Does that count?
Yes, it does. If you get a joker, it counts.
That's awesome.
Yay!
I would like to go first.
What kind of universe are we living in where Derek gets the Joker? Like, seriously? This
Get 2 chances to draw it.
It's specifically listed in the thing.
The good thing is we all get a Benny from that. So thanks, Derek.
You all flat
Thanks,
well.
Derek.
I will take care of that in 1 second. Wonderful. I hope the person saw the whisper.
You are
And I
correct.
will hand out bennies, and Derek, it's your action.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna chuck another d20 at this werewolf's head.
Make that athletics roll.
I would like to spend a penny, please.
Andy, do you happen to remember if you need to hit the parry on throwing rolls?
No, you just need a.
You just need it like a shooting roll?
Yeah, it's just like a shooting roll, so it should just be the 4.
Okay, well, he
Unless
missed.
they have a.
Oh, that was a 5 if I've got my Joker bonus.
Oh, Joker bonus. Are you sure? I thought they had to hit. Anyway, so I guess you did hit.
Yeah.
I'll double check for you, Laura.
Yeah, I think it actually is the parry. I think shooting is the one that's special, but I
know.
don't know.
I know shooting is the whole.
Well, I was under, and maybe this is something that changes from edition to edition, but I thought it was ranged attacks just had to beat the 4, and
I'm willing to go with that tonight. So
and melee attacks, and I think, but if you try and shoot them at point blank, then you have to overcome that parry because they can like knock the gun away.
that's true. So you hit. Go ahead and roll your damage, which is clicking. Oh, you don't have the weapon.
Obviously, D20 is like a D12 plus 4, right? No.
I should have thrown a d4 at him.
Use your pistol, and we'll subtract 1 and just make it 2d6.
You are too kind.
That is pretty generous.
Yeah, really.
Well, it's really supposed to be strength plus something, but so I think that's pretty good.
Well, since I already spent
So-
the Benny, I'll use that Benny to reroll the damage, if I'm allowed to. I don't know if I'm allowed to actually.
Yeah, you can in Suede Edition. You can reroll damage if you have a certain feat, No Mercy. You get a +2 on the damage when you do it.
Ooh.
Oh, mercy.
All right, I got so 9 damage, I think, with the +2 from the Joker and -1 from it being an improvised weapon.
That seems legit.
Yep, it's enough to shake him. What does
It
it
is
look like?
silver. Yeah, so I reach in, I say, "Drat, I missed again." All right, so here we go. I'm gonna conjure everything I know about casting LARP spells, like throwing those beanbags at people. And I cock back and I chuck it out, and it hits him right in the eye, and he sort of howls and reels away in pain.
Nice. Ow!
And there's 2 more for you if you act up again.
Oh my.
I'm supposed to be on vacation.
It's just the weekend, Derek. It ain't vacation.
I think that Naomi is going to shove Riley out of the way,
Yeah, I figured.
and she will attack him directly with her knife. I hate having to run 2 characters in one scene. It's really annoying, guys. Why do you make me do this?
I'm sorry.
Wow, she misses horribly, but she will spend a Benny. And she misses again. Wow. He's not easy to hit.
That's what you get for pushing me. I didn't say that out loud.
The others are chanting something in a weird language.
Oh no.
It is Spades Hearts. It is Riley's turn.
Do I know what they're chanting, and or can help them?
Make a ritualism roll.
Ah!
Oh, that's the one where you have to open your character sheet and click it, or put it in edit mode and then click it. Sorry, fix the one bug and not the other.
So I put it
There.
in edit.
I got it in edit mode for you. Click ritualism now.
Oh, it's not loading now. What did I do? We try again. Oh, I just got like a white screen.
Do you mind if I click it for you?
Not at all.
You got a 7.
Is that good?
That is good. You think that they are lending strength to Naomi. They're basically turning her into Buffy.
Can I help them?
Yes, you absolutely can help them. So that was the ritualism roll to figure it out. If you want, I'll let you apply an aid action.
Sure. Yeah, that's what I. Yes.
All right. You aid the witches. Bethany.
So are we sure this werewolf is the bad guy?
No.
You can't. I know. I'm like.
Good.
Well,
bad.
I hope it is Mr. Cutter.
It would explain the emails, Derek.
Ah,
Role playing is all about hard choices.
Indeed.
I know, because part of me wants to go in there and just start beating up the coven. But I don't know. Like, why would he run directly here? I don't know. I'm getting weird vibes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hold my action. I'm gonna see what the werewolf does.
Cool. Huh, it got a 3, so you're going to be waiting a while.
Again.
Sabrina, it's your turn.
Cody, you've got to help me. We've got to get this thing out of here. We can't let them kill it. And Sabrina is going to try, and I don't know if this is possible in Suede. I'd like to try to bull rush the werewolf and get it to go out the window and down into the courtyard.
You'll have to get it past Naomi. So the way that I have run Bull Rush before is I do an athletic contest,
Mhm.
and the number of successes and raises you get over the other thing, over the opponent, is how many squares you can push it.
Okay.
It's pretty challenging.
Yep.
Because you'd need a 16 to push it out the window.
I can at least maybe try to get it in that general direction if Cody's going to follow my lead, but we'll see what happens. So we'll go ahead and make an athletics roll to attempt this.
Okay.
I have an 8.
Oh, that's pretty good. Remind me what your strength is. Oh no, sorry, it's athletics. I know what its athletics is because I'm looking at the old rules. So you beat it. So you're gonna push it 1 square.
So basically pushing it into Naomi, which should
Yeah, I'll push her back
unbalance.
for you.
Okay.
I like the comment for Lasanto.
This is very true.
He
I
says,
just wasn't sure.
Nothing is impossible in Suede if you're willing to spend enough pennies.
I just wasn't sure what the actual roles were going to be. Anyways.
Yeah, that's good. I'm going to put you next to the werewolf, although you're not blocking. Actually, I'll put you back here because you're not blocking Cody from doing this.
Correct.
Wonderful. Anything else you want to do with the move action?
Nope. I tried to get Cody. I made mention to Cody, and then I made my action to try to not completely telegraph everything that I'm doing.
Okay. Cody.
Well, Cody is a little confused because Sabrina said to get the werewolf away from them and then shoved it into the room with them.
I was trying to get it out the window.
But, right. You want like a smarts roll to see if I can figure out that was the plan?
Unless Sabrina said it out loud. I didn't think she did
right,
that.
but she
though.
said she specifically was trying not to telegraph.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, make a smarts roll.
Great. I'm a freaking genius today. Yeah, that will never happen again. A 10 for Cody on a smarts roll. I'm pretty sure the universe is collapsing at this point. Okay.
Absolutely. You've figured out Sabrina's clever plan.
Now, I'm not as familiar with Savage Worlds. I can't, there's the movement and the action is a separate thing, right?
Except for this Bull Rush case.
Okay.
But tell me, forget the rules. What are you trying to do?
So, Cody's the wrestler. He would, having picked up on the plan, would try to step in, sweep the werewolf into a fireman's carry, and then run him over to the window and throw him out the window.
So let's say that's a grapple.
Okay, so athletics?
athletics.
That I can probably handle.
I'm so excited for this plan.
Oh my god.
Oh,
What is this?
To set you up perfectly, it rolled a 2, and you had to go and crit fail.
I'm not allowed to spend bennies on him when he crit fails, is he?
No.
Am
I
No.
don't think anybody can spend bennies.
Nobody
when
can spend
fail.
bennies when
Oh.
crit fails. What does it
Mhm.
look like?
Oh god. So Cody goes in, it drops down low for the fireman's carry attempt. It sees it coming, and it steps and it puts it. It's it's what do you call a werewolf that's bipedal? It's foot.
Paws.
And it like steps on his head and smashes him face first into the floor. So Cody is like prone in the doorway there with the werewolf standing on his head.
I love it. That's wonderful.
Crit fail.
Nice job, guys.
Mhm.
Charming.
Well, Bethany,
Bravely
you just
done.
thought that happened. You gonna wait until the werewolf goes?
Is there any way that I can try to get Cody out from under the werewolf's foot?
You gonna help Cody up?
Yes.
I will just give that to you as an action if you want to help him up.
Yeah, I'm gonna help him up.
What the hell just happened? Oh,
I really don't know, but
think
that was awful. Please.
that
never
was
do
awful.
again.
oh.
You should never wrestle on a full stomach.
Bethany, you get a Benny for doing that.
There's
You have
tournaments
now,
tomorrow. Oh shit.
Oh, thank you.
you have a cadre of Bennies now.
I have so many bennies.
The werewolf is going to claw at Naomi. There's your die. He puts a good slash into her. Let's see, that was just the attack roll, though I have to roll damage. Claw. Okay. All she gets is shaken. So he puts a big slash. He strategically rips her clothing because that is definitely a thing in my universe.
Woo! I mean, what?
Like, we could make it a rake and revealing her midriff. And
seems
he
good.
howls, and I forgot to roll unshake, so let me just do that really quickly to make sure that that did in fact happen. That did happen. Cool. That is another round gone.
I'm so embarrassed.
Glad we started the combat so early.
Yeah, really.
Oh, remember to give Derek 2 cards. Oh wow, Derek, you're fast.
Nice.
It's like
We are
some
in my
lingering-
element. I've got home court advantage.
It's like lingering Joker effects. That ace is for Cody. Yeah,
I
you
don't
guys
want
are
to
all...
be a buzzkill, but aren't you supposed to shuffle the deck before?
Shh. Yeah. Do you want me to redraw the cards? Honestly,
No.
I don't want you to, but I just
Wow.
want to make sure everybody
Wow.
knows I'm the kid who would ask for more homework.
You are that kid.
Wow, I see how it is. Okay, that's fine.
Ace of Spades is first, and I'm sorry for losing your Joker opportunities.
I'm actually not
I'm
the ace of
sorry.
spades,
You're
I'm
the
Queen of
queen.
hearts. Yep.
You're the Queen of Hearts. Sorry. So it is Cody's turn again.
Right.
You have been helped up.
Well, I am extra furious now, so I'm gonna try that shit again.
Peg Inc is here. So cool.
Mhm.
Welcome.
What? Oh, I'm not fighting. I'm doing athletics. I wish I could have done the fighting. I'm spending a Benny.
Okay.
Same
Are you-
roll.
For the exact same role.
Did I get a receipt with that, Benny? I feel like I'm gonna take it back.
Your athletic score is higher than his. I just want to point that out.
Okay, from a crit fail to simultaneous rolls, I'm feeling pretty unathletic right now.
Probably should.
I'm beating you. Do you want to do one more time or are you done?
Yeah, you know what? I am gonna do it one more time because I've had it with this werewolf. You better.
No.
I'm going home. Oh, wait, I
Cody's
am home.
nothing but fives. So close.
Sorry, Cody.
It's
did
not
your
your fault.
best.
It's not your fault, Riley. It's just not my night.
Cody's
might be-
having an off day.
It might be my fault. I don't really know what I'm doing up here.
All right, Derek, what do you got for me?
So yeah, I have moved from the D20. I've thrown the D12. I'm going to throw the D10 now, of my silver-plated dice that I bought down at the dealer hall at PineCon.
You know, Peg Inc. is here. You're not supposed to have a D20 in your set.
Wait
I'm
a
just
minute.
kidding.
Jeez.
Everybody needs a fear die. Go on.
Wait, is this like the people that do this?
Yeah,
they are the
Pinnacle
wonderful
Entertainment.
publisher of.
Oh,
Solid
well, hey,
Gold.
look, I'll put our art back up for a bit so you guys can see it on here then.
Well, I
But
will
we're
still
in the
chuck
middle
my
of a
D10.
combat.
Yeah,
Go ahead
really.
and chuck. Go ahead and throw it.
I got a 6.
You got a 6, and that hits a 4, so you hit.
All right, here we go.
That is not even enough to shake it.
Oof.
I would like to spend my last penny to reroll.
Can do that.
I'm gonna do it.
I don't like.
I'm trying to shake the werewolf to make it easier
Do
for my
it.
crew to throw him outside. All right, you lupine crew, I've had enough of you ruining my gaming convention. I
The
also got
damage
a
is the
6.
same.
You
Toughness is the same.
It has a toughness of 7, and you miss. The
Oh,
bennies are just not being very effective today.
They are not.
really.
I brought a cat. She might help.
Yeah, that is right. We are trying to defenestrate the werewolf. I appreciate your $7 word, good sir.
Yo, I
Right.
told you I'm going for that pervy shit.
Riley, you are next.
We haven't even had to get naked this episode. Calm down.
Wow.
I forgot that
This
conversation.
episode.
That conversation was off stream where I was like playing dumb with.
See, there are very few chat participants who I will let dictate things, but Peg Inc. says that cats give a +2. So whatever you do this round, it's a +2.
Thank you, Rowan. I love you. God, I have to make this a good roll. Oh,
What
good.
are you going to try to help the witches again, or did you want to change tax?
Gosh, what do I even know how to do with this? I don't really want to hurt them or him. The best thing I can think of is like some sort of way to get it stuck. Do I do any trapping spells? Or are those all rituals?
Well, everything is
Like,
going to be a ritual. Tell me something you know.
How to make a cage, like an energy cage sort of thing.
Sort of like the one that's around the entire building.
Yeah, but smaller, way more concentrated.
Okay, so you've heard of a small energy
the
cage
cat.
before.
Hmm.
Wow, that is a monster cat now.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, she is. I don't know what she's doing.
Would you like to begin a separate ritual sitting there right next to the werewolf you're trying to cage?
No, that sounds awful. Um, ah! I'm gonna hold my turn until after the witches go.
That's probably wise. All right. Well, the others continue chanting. Naomi will once again take her silvered weapon and try to swing it at the werewolf. And I'm rolling horrible. She's going to spend her second Benny. And it's no. Nope. It keep getting the die stuck on the side. So
That sounds like a nice reroll.
it wasn't a reroll. I wish it was a reroll. I did not ace that. So she cannot hit the werewolf for crap, which is ridiculous. It is Bethany's turn.
So, do I notice what like Sabrina and Cody are trying to do?
Make smarts roll.
You probably have a penalty if you're trying to figure out what I'm trying to do.
I got a 4.
Out of 4, I'll allow it.
So can I help in some way? Like, I don't think it's because I'm not like directly behind him. I can't push him, but can I like aid them?
Yeah. So I think that there's the athletics. There are different tricks you can do that can give Cody a bonus. or you could try to bull rush him kind of yourself.
Okay, I guess I'll try to do it myself.
I don't appreciate that chuckle from Alex.
Make
Oh,
a fighting
I
check.
saw
I'm
Jessica's
sorry.
cat playing with the TV.
Make an athletics check.
She was like
I got
all
a
up in the
7.
picture.
That is pretty good. This would be really funny if Bethany does this one. We will definitely have a Slayer on our hands. I got a 3.
Oh no.
That means you got a raise. So what's your intent here? Are you trying to pick him up, subdue him, push him back? What?
I want him to. I want to push him out the window.
Push him.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got a raise, but you can get 2 squares in this pushing towards the window.
Okay, I will push him towards the window then.
Now, since you got 2 squares, I will ask you: do you want Naomi to stay kind of behind him as they push, or do you want Naomi to kind of duck to the side so that the werewolf gets past him, past her?
Low key, I want her to be behind him because I sort of want to push her out the window too.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so she gets up next to the window, and you push the werewolf 2 squares.
Cool.
Wonderful. I love this plan. I'm happy to be a part of it.
Oh no.
I believe this 5 belongs to Sabrina.
It does. All
Choke
right.
him out the window.
That is my that's my attempt. So I'm gonna move to here. I'm going to basically what I want to do is I want to engage the werewolf, have him swing at me. I'm trying to like take his momentum and kind of whip him around to toss him out the window.
Very involved, but it comes down to an athletics roll.
I know. I have to make it sound good before I can actually, roll it. I am going to spend
You're
a
tied.
I'm going to spend a Benny on that. At the very least one. I got a 9.
Now you got a raise.
All right. So in this manner, I'm whipping the werewolf around. It's going to go through my square, up through the square north of me, and then out the window. So it doesn't actually take Naomi with it.
Bummer.
Okay. You lean. You lean out the window, and you see it kind of land on its feet and lick its just kind of lick its fur a second.
It's like I'm not trying to hurt it. I'm just trying to get it the heck out of here.
Wait, Sabrina, did you get my D12 out of its eye?
What? No.
Oh, bugger, that was expensive.
Wait, you shit.
Riley, what would you like to do?
Well, I imagine they're not chanting if the thing went out the window. Is Naomi okay?
Their chant seems to be focused on giving Naomi strength.
Is she okay?
She was just strategically scratched. I forgot to. Yeah, I rolled on shake her earlier.
By the werewolf?
Yeah, she got scratched across the midriff, but it was just a shake, not an actual wound.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I remember that. Naomi, are they gonna be able to heal you?
It's a scratch. I'm fine. Go get that thing.
Right, so you don't want more people helping beef you up then?
Whatever.
Also, you might want to improve your aim. Mind if I take that?
You're asking her for the knife?
No, not really. I was, but sarcastically. I assume that would not go over well. Shit.
Ask her for it anyway.
So you guys just push this thing out the window? I'm gonna go look out the window. It's still sitting down there?
It actually shuffles off to another part of the courtyard. In fact, it runs past a bunch of people. One of them's like, "Puppy, wait a second."
Oh no.
There is no delirium in this system, is there?
Can I jump out the window safely? It's only 2 flights down.
Make
feel
an
like-
athletics roll.
Maybe I know some sort of like soft landing incantation.
There's going to
Superhero
be a
landing.
penalty on this since you are on the 2nd story.
Murder landing? It's murder on the knees.
Yeah, Featherfall. I'm sorry, D&D spells are not Savage Worlds kind of thing.
No, it's totally fine. I don't want to do it. Right. I will spend a penny.
So I was going to allow with the 6
Oh, okay.
you to fall. You're just going to take a level of fatigue.
That's fine.
That'll put you at -1 to all actions, but you're not wounded.
Okay, so I'll just and take off running after it.
Well, I was going to exit combat, but Riley
Oh.
just jumped out the window.
Oh crap!
When Bethany sees Riley jump out the window, she freaks out.
You know.
Can I are we out of combat up here, or do I have to wait to run over to the window?
I will allow. We will have a scene. There will not be combat at the moment.
Okay, Bethany's gonna run over to the window and panically look down, make sure that Riley's okay. What are you
Seems to be
doing?
Okay.
I'm going after it. It's gonna go hurt people, maybe. I don't know.
I don't think, and I look at Naomi and I'm like, I think we need to talk about things.
Kill first, talk later.
I don't need to kill it. I just want to.
Cody's bolting for the stairs.
Naomi is bolting for the stairs as well.
Derek is looking around like my players are probably pissed at me for the event I'm supposed to be running right now.
I don't think they're worried
Derek,
Cody, make a smarts roll to see if you know a better stairway than Naomi does.
Oh, come on now.
Two
can't
in
vex me
one
twice in one session.
You
Oh, no.
Yes,
succeed.
there it is. So
You
do I know a
succeed.
better stairwell?
You do. You know
All
one that was closer to where he was heading.
Okay. I will take that way.
Okay. Awesome. So so Naomi goes a different way. Cody and Riley are both trying to chase the werewolf. What is other people doing?
So Bethany or Sabrina is still in the room behind Bethany, and she's gonna look at Evelyn and Shandy and say, "You guys, you have to take the barrier down. If it gets out, or at least people can get out then, so that it can't hurt it. Can you take the barrier down?"
But Naomi's still trying to find it.
Naomi's got plenty of time to find it. If you start taking the barrier up now, at least people can get out.
Make a
Riley
persuasion
will-
roll.
Yeah.
I like how quickly you've stopped explaining at that. You're like, oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
no,
done. Don't make me role play anymore.
Oh, dear Lord.
Whoa!
I thought it was going to be hard.
Wow.
He rolled a 21.
Yeah, so for chat, I exploded 3 times.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
Okay,
Oh,
we can do that. We'll need you to clear out though,
why?
because we need the room. You're just in the middle of this.
Right. Yes, right. Ritual space. Okay, I got it. Come on,
Right.
Bethany.
I don't know why everyone is so rude at this school.
I imagine Derek just looks at you like, what?
Derek's like, I thought I was the one who was good at talking to people.
You know what? You take this one, Sabrina. I had my moment earlier with the nerd herd downstairs.
What?
When you
What did you call it?
serenaded them?
As a matter of fact, actually, I'm going to email Professor Cutter, Mr. Cutter, real quick.
Your phone still doesn't have a signal. They haven't finished taking the barrier down yet.
Oh, those. All right, trifle bitches. I'm gonna head on downstairs. Then.
Okay.
Wow. I was
So
not expecting that to go as well as it did.
My house?
Riley and Cody, what are you guys are not together, but each of you are trying. Hey, stop trying to get a +2 for cats.
No, look at them though. They're all just up here. I don't care about it. Look, you don't have to give me any plus. Oh, she just fell down and took Braden's monitor with it. I'm gonna pretend
no.
like I didn't see that. We're fine.
Except it's on the stream. He'll see it.
It's fine. He's not paying attention. It's totally fine.
So you're both trying to find the werewolf. What are you doing to find the werewolf?
Cody kind of assumes that where he hears running and screaming, it's probably there.
Okay, so you're gonna follow your senses.
Yes.
Riley, what are you doing?
I assume I could still see it because I was taking off after her.
All right, so you make a running roll, and Cody make a notice roll, and we'll see who gets to find the werewolf.
Uh-oh, here comes my ADHD into play.
Oh no.
-1. Awesome.
Wow, it's not a crit fail, and yet it's still a 0. Cody's having a little trouble noticing, but
Am I in a
Riley,
building? Like, where am I?
Get
I
down.
can't remember what I'm doing. Sabrina stole my mojo.
Riley, you managed to follow the werewolf.
Yes.
You follow the werewolf around a couple of turns into basically a storage closet.
That's not safe.
Well, there's it's weird. It goes into the storage closet, and there's one way in and out.
Do I? For a Benny, can I know a spell that turns my athame into a silver athame?
I thought we decided it was silver, but
Oh,
I thought you
then
were about to
yes.
say, "Can I have the barrier spell?"
No. Yes. Yes. A Benny for that. I already have a silver one. That's a great thought. Can I spend a Benny to do that little cage spell I wanted to do now?
You can do the cage spell at this location, but I need you to make your rituals roll.
I can do that. I can't do that. You have to. Do
We
that
got to
for
put it
me.
in edit mode again.
Wait. Oh, I'm writing
Tell
it.
pegging to get these character sheets fixed.
I don't think they have control over Roll20, do they?
No, I don't think that's on
I
them.
think that they were putting some effort into. I think they were putting some efforts in some character sheets. I thought I read
okay.
that.
So if
Okay.
I hit
I'll trust you.
edit,
You're the dean.
it just takes
You
me
wouldn't
to-
lie to us. I
There's
really feel like
no,
our
don't-
finale episode needs to be named Double Secret Probation. Like,
I put it into edit mode. So don't click the edit button in the upper right. It's the red guy that turns into a green page on the left.
it's a Christmas transformer.
a
So
red-
get out of edit mode, go back to where you can see your character sheet. So you put it back into regular mode.
Oh.
There you go. See, there you
Animal
go.
House reference gives you a +1.
And then scroll down on the left side till you find ritualism and click it.
Can I? Yeah! I got 21! Holy crap! I know everything.
Yeah, that is actually 5 successes. It takes you 1 round to bring the spell up.
Oh my gosh.
I really
Wow.
feel like Austin Powers. Like, my mojo has been stolen. Like, what is going on tonight?
I'm sorry. It's cause Riley started seeing Bethany, and I haven't had any.
Like, I'm crit failing and falling on the floor, and I can't see
See,
a werewolf in a crowded house.
I'm sorry.
It's gay power.
I should have never introduced you to the try life. It made everything real difficult for you.
Yeah.
I have to
So-
fix this
The
monitor.
witches.
I'm listening. I have to fix this.
There's
before
still
Raven
a
sees
game
it.
going on here. So
I'm here. I just had to fix that.
okay,
Raven is watching.
the witches do some chanting in the room. I don't know if you guys want to hang out and watch or if you scatter.
No, I want to make sure that they're actually undoing it, which I'm assuming they're going to, but I want to make sure.
Yeah,
Bethany
you can.
is running after Riley though.
Bethany goes after Riley. And what is Derek doing?
You know what? I think Derek thinks that they've got this all wrapped up. So Derek's going to start heading down back to the main gathering space to try and help people orderly exit this area.
Okay, Derek, you do see the barrier does go down. Everyone can see. Check outside. The barrier goes down. They start filing out, and there are cops outside who are trying to figure out what the heck is going on, and they start questioning everybody who comes out.
Derek is not a narc. Derek is going to sneak away.
You're going to sneak past the police, or you could just stay inside.
I'll stay inside and I'll email Mr. Cutter.
Yes, your phone starts working.
Excuse
So-
me, Mr. Cutter. There appears to be a werewolf here at the student center. I know you were here earlier. If you could head off towards the north face, Riley is in hot pursuit.
Okay, wonderful. So it's now close to 10 o'clock at night. The convention seems to be breaking up a little bit. And you guys can, if you want, Riley, you can send a text message about where you are.
I will send a text message to Cody and Derek and Sabrina.
Got Bethany? But she finds you first.
I assumed she was close behind me.
Well, you did jump out the window, and she had to go a different way.
Okay, true. All right, well then I just texted into the group chat that we have that
It's like, damn.
I definitely named the non-fun group. No offense, guys, but most of my group chats have more benefits than this one. So
The
I would like
werewolf.
to point out you're sleeping with 2 bits of the group chat.
She's got a separate group chat for the people she's sleeping with.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, it's true.
So, anybody can be in the scene. Oh yeah, sorry. I just want to add to the group chat scene. Riley's sitting there typing on her phone when there's like a slam against the invisible barrier, blocking the doorway out of the storage closet. This is the werewolf's trying to get out, and it looks angry.
Hi. I'm sorry. Do we know you? Can you understand me at all?
It's howling, and you can hear it, and pushing at the barrier, and then it goes and tries to kick out a wall.
Well, I'm actually going to sit down and try to just concentrate on this barrier as much as possible.
Okay, that's good to
it's-
reinforce it.
Yeah, and stop.
Cats. Your cats are like werewolves right now.
Oh, they're really bad. Get down. Leave me alone. Sorry.
Everybody else can join into where Riley is doing some sort of concentrating spell, and you can see the pink barrier up over the doorway.
Riley, what is that?
Shh.
Riley, it looks like what those witches were doing to the whole building.
It
What
is,
are you-
but it's on a
what are you
smaller
doing?
scale. It is, but it's on a smaller scale. The werewolf.
What are you doing?
The werewolf runs up and puts a shoulder into the barrier and doesn't budge it.
Riley, we don't trust your witch friends.
I don't care. I don't. They're not my friends.
Sabrina's right. We need to let this thing go. We don't know what's going on here. We're not going to help them kill something. We don't know what's going on.
I don't need to kill it.
Cody, I have a
They'll kill
counterpoint.
it. We got to let it go.
Then don't
If we
tell
let
them I'm
this thing
here.
out, how do we know it's
Then
not
let
gonna
it
kill
go.
us?
Where is it gonna go?
It vaulted over all of us to get at them. If it wanted to kill us, it could have just tore through us. Let it go. We don't know enough about what's going on, and they'll kill it for sure.
Okay, weird question. Is there like blood on my shoes? Okay, I know it sounds weird, but like legit.
No, there's
There's
no
no
blood on your
blood.
shoes.
Do we have anything like of the werewolf, like any like blood or hair or anything like that?
Give me a Benny, and someone can have a piece of fur that they find on them.
I'm
was
gonna
wrestling
give you
it.
a Benny, yeah.
Is the
Why
werewolf
do
wearing
you
any-
want this though? I'm a little nervous.
Can't we do one of those crystal spells to find it after we release it so we know who it is?
Wow.
That's good thinking.
Hey, Bethany, have you thought about joining a coven at all?
No, I think I'm gonna let you do the witchy stuff,
Hmm.
but
Well.
sometimes I come up with good ideas.
Naomi and them are going to be down here any minute. You got to let this thing go right now. We can sort this out later. Riley, come on.
Yeah, I think our only option is to let it go for right now.
I'm
At
going
least-
to stand behind Cody if we let it go.
Fine. I'm just gonna look away from it and close my eyes, and I guess it can disappear.
So you're gonna drop the barrier?
Unwillingly.
This sounds kind of willingly to me.
I don't want to, but my teammates here are giving me no choice.
I'm going to close my eyes and brace for impact.
Yeah, I'm like, fine, but if we die, I'm killing all of you.
Sure. Okay, Riley. Yeah, you do that.
I sort of like Bethany plants herself in between the werewolf and where Riley is, so that if it comes at him, she dies first.
Bethany, get back! I will not let this down while you're doing that.
Don't worry, I got shoes.
I think actually Sabrina's going to kind of take point on this one.
I am so confused right now. Would someone just let the werewolf go so we can get out of here alive? This is turning into. Never mind. Anyway, do it, Riley. Do it.
And everyone else wants us to?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's the wisest decision.
All right. Guess it's our funeral. And then, yeah, I'll let it go.
Oh, she's dealing cards. I don't feel good about this.
That's just I was just messing with you.
Wow, thanks.
Perfect.
You drop the barrier, and the werewolf looks stunned for a second. It hesitantly comes out.
I'll just sort of like nod, like, oh.
Yep. Sabrina's gonna say go. I wouldn't mess with the witches, at least not right now.
It gives you a nod, and then it bounds off.
Right. So, Sabrina, are you going
And
to tell
answer
us?
your emails, you cur. Just in case.
Just in case.
Hey, Sabrina.
Yes, Riley.
You know, I know you haven't exactly told us a lot about your life, but I think you might want to start explaining a little bit more to us. You healed kind of quick. I did notice that, even though I didn't say it out loud. And now you can
You can't talk to my texts. You have to. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Look, a werewolf isn't a monster all of the time. It's a person too. He or she deserves to not be hunted and killed just because it's a werewolf some of the time. And as for the whole healing thing, well, Anna kind of took care of that for me, and she's going to kind of blush. I don't remember too much, but
Did you hook up with a girl?
Did you hook up with a ghost?
Oh, the ghost. That's right. Oh.
The ghost's name is Anna. I would like to remind everybody.
yeah.
She is a person.
Dang it. Well, you know,
She's
Bethany.
also a ghost.
And here I was thinking everything with a pulse was going to wind up in Riley's sexual circle, but I guess the ghost doesn't even have that.
Well, excuse me. Sabrina's the one over here discovering her sexuality, not me. So,
With the dead person.
What? No. She just.
girl, there is no shame. I know you're after Cody right now, and that's fine.
What?
But
What?
I'm telling you,
I'm so confused.
Everyone, I think we are losing the thread here. I think maybe we should disperse before Naomi catches up with us.
I don't think here at the witch party is a good place for us to, have a little confession session, because you were very open with them, and I don't trust those witch girls. And
yeah, well, I don't trust them either. But you know what happens when they're not on our good side? We die. So.
I would like to cut the scene. Do you want to finish? There's one more thing I want to do.
There was one thing I wanted to do before we moved away. If we were going to all disperse, I did want to check the supply closet.
Okay, it is not hard to find, but there is Cutter's vigilante robes hanging out in here.
Mm-hmm. Thought so.
All right, I'll take those and stuff them in my bag, since I'm still carrying my bag with my bat around.
That is easily done.
Okay, scene over.
Scene over.
Cut.
You can get past the police easily. What do you guys want to do with this knowledge?
Well, we can't do anything with Mr. Cutter until the full moon is gone, I assume. So I have an event to run in the morning.
It's only a couple of hours until the moon is gone.
I think we should go wait for Cutter back at his lair. He's got some information he needs to provide the rest of us. We're not fumbling around in the dark any longer.
Yeah, Sabrina. Information, maybe, would be great.
I've told you everything.
I don't distrust you.
No, it certainly sounds like you do.
No.
Shouldn't
just
we
prefers the witches.
Shouldn't we do that crystal thing to find the werewolf before we just go and blatantly accuse Mr. Cutter or Professor Cutter of being a werewolf?
No.
Yo, the East Texas Invitational is in the morning. Can we do the Scooby Doo shit on Sunday? Like,
I also can't. I also can't do a tracking spell right now. I'm tired. I just.
I'm not
just
talking
got
about
there,
now. I'm talking
but
about like later.
I guess we're gonna have to get naked again.
well, there might be time for that tonight.
Oh my god.
Well, if you all don't mind, I'm gonna head home because I have to dungeon master in the morning, and that takes a lot of energy.
This is really what we care about right now. Okay.
Paige is gonna be there for. I have never run a game with Paige before. I'm nervous.
I'm nervous because there's a werewolf on campus and some witches that I think we just royally pissed off even more. So.
Well, they don't have to know that we let the werewolf go, do they?
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
if
that
anything, the
could be our
werewolf
little
ran
secret.
faster than we could. He's a
Yeah,
werewolf.
Riley, next time, don't be so quick to spill the beans and stay on the witch's good side. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I am a witch.
Right, but you're a good witch.
What do you know?
You are not a. I mean, I have not seen you turn anybody into scarecrow monsters.
can we
or-
talk? Can we stop
or
talking about the
possess
scarecrow
Pete the
monsters?
Raven,
That'd be
have him
really
try to
great
chuck
if we could
himself
stop
out
talking
a
about the
window.
scarecrow monsters.
Bethany is gonna grab Riley's hand and she's gonna be like, "Let's just go to our room and go to bed. We can talk in there."
Would you guys like to have a conversation with Cutter in the morning, or are you going to be avoiding him?
I would like to have a conversation with him in the morning, I guess.
If you tell us
That's-
you're going, I'll go with you. But I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I would go too.
I will
mean,
not
I
be
was
there. I am otherwise engaged.
Oh my god.
Sabrina's whole plan was to get Cutter to hopefully spill some beans because he has been withholding stuff from us at this point. So
Will anybody be going with Sabrina?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think Cody and Derek both have other things to do, so it'll probably just be us three.
Yeah.
Cody and Derek both have sports to attend.
it's wonderful.
Keep telling yourself that, Derek. Keep telling yourself.
Okay, so it's the okay. He will suggest meeting at the student center.
I don't really want to meet there again.
Okay, where do you suggest?
Not
Can
there.
he come to our dorm?
Do you want to go to the lair?
No.
He can't come to your dorm. It would be a little weird for a professor to do that.
Can
Does
we
he have
meet-
an office?
How about the library or
He does have
yeah,
an office.
or his office?
Let's
I
go.
love this. In fact, I love this. Oh, no, his office is perfect.
Let's go meet in the office.
Okay.
Since we're very sure he did not get all of his work done last night.
So you show up to his office. He is there already. He's looking a little bleary-eyed.
Rough night, Professor.
I think you already know how my night went.
Yeah.
Shocked.
Did you maybe not think to mention that?
Didn't seem terribly relevant.
Well, so why does Naomi say you killed her sister?
I didn't kill her sister. I loved her sister. Her sister Emma was the love of my life.
Oh no.
And those damn witches killed her for loving me.
Spicy.
Emma's dead, and that's the important part of this story. I will ignore the fact that, like, you are aware that I'm a witch, right?
Yeah, it's not witches that I hate. It is that family.
So you were trying to use us to kill them?
We can't kill a student. Preferably, I would rather not kill students. I'm just saying.
It's sort of shitty to use your students to kill another student. Sucky.
I don't think he was ever trying to get us to kill the witches. He wanted us to get information for him.
So that he could kill her.
Well, it's
I want
yeah.
to take my revenge. If you don't want to be a part of that, then fine.
How old are they? Her.
Um,
It.
so based on the dates you have, he's probably 2 years older. And I'm the reason I was excited that you picked The Office is because I want to mention that there's a degree um, framed on the wall from Boston College, his master's degree.
I was lucky I'm not there.
So wait, did you? So is that where you met Emma?
I was a grad student. She was a senior, and we hit it off. But her family did not approve.
And her family is all
And
witches.
you've been a werewolf for most of your life, right?
No, I was bit while I was in college
Before you met Emma.
before I met Emma.
So is it just the fact that they don't like was it the fact that they didn't like you were a werewolf, or was it just the fact that they didn't like you?
They punished her for dating me because I'm a werewolf.
Oh, jeez.
Aren't they vampires? Or at least one of them was?
They seem to be in league with vampires, and I thought at least that part you would care about.
Why?
You seemed in this to do good things. Maybe I misread you.
Vampires are not good for humanity or uh, shoot. Sabrina's completely Andy, the player, is completely blanking on his on cryptids. That's the word I was thinking for. Dear Lord,
But
vampires are bad, just overall.
and I'm supposed to dispose of fellow witches because of some blood
You don't
feud.
have to do anything. You can stay out of this, but I think that they have something big planned. I think they have something very dangerous planned, and I've been trying to lure out whichever one of them is making these decisions. Somehow I don't think Naomi killed her own sister.
I have an idea.
What's that?
What if I tried to get in on them? I'll join them. Pretend
Haven't you
to.
been trying for a month?
I could try harder.
Didn't
You could
Cody
try,
s-
but I think that we don't have time. I think there's something going on.
Cody said there was a big wrestling meet tomorrow, right? Or today.
Today.
You think they're
There
gonna
will
just?
be a lot of students gathered.
What
A
if
lot
they?
of energy for a sporting event.
I wish she would have told us all of this information
For,
previously so that we weren't overwhelmed with it now.
I mean, for real, maybe we could have stopped all of this earlier, had we known.
Really? You would have said, "Oh, cool, a werewolf. I'll just work with him." Like that?
I mean, I might have.
Probably, yes.
He might have went along with Sabrina.
I didn't know you or what you could do, and I didn't know if you were going to last 2 minutes in this fight.
And that's fair.
Well, do you feel more convinced now that we could have killed you last night?
We couldn't have killed him last night. Naomi could have killed him last night.
And I could have held him there till Naomi got there.
She makes a point. But I think we should cut it here.
Rip.
Cut
Hope
the
you
cutter
guys like
scene.
this. Oh, no Benny for you. Mostly because it's the end of the game, though. Hope you guys enjoyed your big reveal today.
Yes.
The words appear at the bottom of your screen. To be continued. We've come to the end of our episode, and well, players, you have managed to survive another 3 hours with me. Would everybody introduce themselves, starting with Andy?
I'm Andy. I'm one of the behind the scenes guys here with the Untold Stories project. I have been in Alex's Titan City games. I am running our Fate double-sized one-shot that started yesterday and goes until next Monday. So if you're interested at all in Fate and 80s, 90s, and 2000s cartoons. Come check us out. The first episode should be up on YouTube sometime this week. Give you just enough time to get ready for the finale next week.
All right, thank you, Kat.
Hi, I'm Kat. I'm new to Savage Worlds, but I have played like D&D and Mutants and Masterminds before. I played in the Amazon game in Titan City previously on stream. And I'm enjoying being here, and I hope that you are too. I'm enjoying playing with these beautiful people, so I hope you enjoy our last episode in 2 weeks.
Gonna have everybody crying in a second here.
Don't remind me.
I'm gonna
Kevin?
cry.
My name's Kevin. I've been playing in a lot of Alex's games on the Untold Stories project, and even before, back in the BC times at channel that I guess we probably can't mention for copyright reasons. But I've played Savage Worlds before, but never online. And I got a chance to. I actually played this character in a virtual matinee con that Laura was the dean of, and Alex was a different character with some similar tendencies. And that was a rip roaring blast. So I was happy to reprise the role, even though my little Cody has grown beyond his original roots. So we'll see how it turns out. I'm glad for a 2-week break because maybe then the Roll20 dice things will reset because God, today was really not my day.
Not good for you. Thank you, Jess.
Hi guys. It's me, I'm Jess. I am enjoying the hell out of this game, obviously. Even whenever my cats act full. You know, honestly, I will say I've always had 4 cats, and this is probably the first time I've actually had to, like, get up out of camera to go fix a thing that they've done. Anyway, I actually showcase them a lot over on my own channel, which is Bihexual. The @Bihexual thing. I could link myself in here, but that's too much work. So I'm just enjoying my also first Savage Worlds run and all of these people. 2 weeks off, and then the last one. I can't do it. Alex.
Alex, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm Alex Andrew Thomas. I am the executive producer here at the Untold Stories Project, as well as the author of the Titan City Chronicles. You can find me here all the time. I want to give a special thank you to our new followers tonight, to For La Santo, to Peg Inc., and to Roject91. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with us. I hope you had a great time. Thank you again to everybody who has spent some time here with us tonight. And thank you to Laura for running this beautiful, wonderful game.
Yeah.
Awesome. And I am Laura, your not so humble game master. Like I said at the beginning, this episode is my love letter to gaming. I think you can all see why now. I've been attending and supporting conventions since I was 18. We volunteer our time as con staff, game masters, and players in order to come together as a community and share the things that we love. And seeing that through the lens of our characters, who are uninitiated 18-year-olds, always makes me laugh. I very much look forward to a return to cons in 2021. Jess, who are we rating tonight?
Well, I am making sure it's okay for me to go raid. I think it'll be fine. It is fine. My favorite band, Unleash the Archers. That is who we're rating. It's actually one of the guitarists for that is doing one of his streams tonight where he writes some of his own music and plays guitar. So if you're not into listening to kick-ass music, then I guess don't go with it. But if you are into listening to kick-ass music, please, please, please give him a listen and check out their stuff and just drop some love. They're really cool guys up in Canada, and they very much showcase that the what is it? People associate niceties with Canada, and they are very nice people. So. Oh wait, you can actually see it in the thing right now because I'm dumb and did not. That was funny. I've actually just been showing a little clip up there because I. Good job, me. I'm a
Peak.
Keep going. You guys keep talking. I'm not even
That's
here
good.
anymore.
We're good. Thank you very much to Pinnacle Entertainment Group. And I really hope you guys like what I did with Matthew Cutter for my campaign. That just tickles me that he was a real person. I didn't know that when I picked the name.
Wow.
Thank you to 12 to Midnight for providing the setting, East Texas University. Thank you to Pinnacle for the setting, for the system Savage Worlds, and for the art for our game. Oh my gosh, I forgot to show the crystal. There was this beautiful crystal. I don't know if you can put it up, but
Yeah, I can. I
a
can.
friend of mine did a crystal with a skull in it, and I wanted it to be in the witch's ritual, and I completely forgot.
Oh
Um,
no.
but anyway, thank you to Edifice Art for letting us do that, even though I completely tanked on that. Maybe we'll have to have it in next week's stream too, or next time stream. So we'll
Yeah,
be
next-
back in 2 weeks for our finale. Thank you to these fine players for entertaining me. Thank you to the whole USP team for the behind the scenes support. Thank you to you, the viewers, for hanging out with us while we make all this stuff up. We will be back Tuesday, December 22nd at 7 p.m. Eastern with the final episode. See you all around Pine Box.